Oh wait, I have to wait for the ping. While I wait for the ping, does everybody feel more or less ready to go?
Yep. Feeling good.
I haven't got a ping yet.
We wouldn't have to wait for a ping on the day because we'd already be live.
Yeah, we'd be live forever.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Okay. Kia ora everybody, and welcome to the Yes and charity stream, but not the main one. Like, we're doing just some bonus extra flavor Yes and charity stream goodness. My name is Penny D. I am one half of the hosting team of the show, and I'm here with Group 1 today. We're going to play ourselves a little warm-up game, which I have titled The Child-Friendly Ballad of Jeff the Giggly. So one at a time, players, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves? Tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and maybe your favorite thing about playing D&D. Someone go, or I'm going to pick on
I'll
you.
go first. I'm Matt. I actually work for the Cancer Society. I'm playing Otto von Holtzhausen. I'm actually going to bring an accent to the table this time. And my favorite thing about D&D, about playing D&D, I'm usually the DM, is killing players. Not characters, players.
Tom, why don't you follow that up?
All right, kia ora. I'm Tom. I'm an actor in Wellington, though I've just started like a new job, so my brain's a little bit melty. And my favorite thing about D&D, I reckon, is just usually those moments when you're trying to roleplay something dramatic and it just goes completely ridiculous. So.
Oh, just you wait. Just you wait.
No.
Alex, what do you got for us?
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Alex. I'm based in Hamilton. I'm a stay-at-home dad, which really just gives me loads of time to be involved with the Waikato Role-Playing Guild, organising events and business and things like that and everything, and tear my hair out, which is fairly obvious.
Done. Yeah.
My favourite thing about playing D&D is, can I just be really cheesy and say, like, I just really enjoy hanging out with some friends and cool people.
That's a lot of people's favorite thing about D&D. That's pretty nice. And last but not least,
hey, I'm Julz. So I'm the other half of the hosting team that makes up part of this Yes and thing. And I'll be up for 24 hours, popping in between every session, being like, we've raised this much money. How exciting. So I'm kind of excited that I also get to play a game this year. It's going to be really cool and fun to be involved with a cool group of people. And you know what? That is my favorite thing about RPG is like you say, like playing with a bunch of cool people. As an adult, it's hard to make friends, and I find that RPG is actually just a really sweet way to make friends because you start off not knowing each other, you do a thing together, you get to know each other, you do more things together, and before you know it, you're friends. Just kind of happens accidentally, and it's awesome.
I also agree with that. I find that especially once you start doing voices and stuff, it's a very vulnerable place to be in. And so by everyone being vulnerable together and yes-anding each other, it becomes quite a cool community. And look how I did that. Speaking of yes and, how would we all feel about playing some Dungeons and Dragons today?
Oh, yes.
Is that what we're here for?
Generally
I'm
positive.
Gonna go. No,
I'd like us all to picture us flying across green fields. We're passing over sheep and wild horses and a single alpaca that got himself grouped up with some sheep and doesn't understand that he's different. And we are flying over these beautiful fields. In the background, we can see a huge snow-topped mountain. Off to the east, we can see a little bit of a canyon just spiking down Minecraft style, just deep into the ground. And as we fly closer, we find ourselves looking at a bustling little village. There's a few buildings, but it's mostly tents. As we get a little bit closer, we can see a farmer unpacking his turnips. We can see a grocer unpacking his turnips. It's a turnip-based economy. And we can see butchers, we can see bakers, we can see laundromat operators, we can see all of the people here in this town together having become a little community. This place is called Ludus in Lusor, and it is a town that has stood the test of time at this point for hundreds of years, and may yet stand hundreds of years more. Where we'd like to start is one of the tents that has maybe a little bit more pizzazz than the others. This is at the front of the tent. There are two guards standing in armor with spears, and we drift ourselves in, and we find that this tent is the current headquarters of the mayor of Ludus and Lusor, while the town hall is being completed. Inside the room with the mayor, there are 4 adventurers who are listening to him talk. So we're in a tent. We're in like a political office that's been currently transferred to a tent. Can I get each of you to name your character, tell me what they look like, and like describe their like vibes when they're in this space talking to the mayor?
Okay, I'll start with Zin. Zin is probably 6.5 foot tall, green-skinned Githyanki, dressed only in a pair of very tight-fitting leather shorts, rippling muscles, 2 swords sheathed across his back. His upper body is covered in a mesh of tattoos, and he'd be quite intimidating if for the fact that he is nervously swallowing every time anybody asks him a question, and his voice is breaking quite obviously whilst this is going on.
Are you gonna commit to doing that voice like for the entire night?
Well, what? No voice at all. It'll be fine, Mr. Mayor.
I want you to set up a second microphone at your throat so that we can, in fact, hear you swallow. Just those gulps.
Who else have we got here in the tent?
Right, so standing off to the side with just a little smoking from his pipe, we've got Radagin Feroux, who's a 6'4" brass dragonborn. He's got a wide-brimmed hat and a long brown coat, and he looks somewhere between a noir detective and an old country farmer. And he's just got like really good, he's kind of smiling to himself, listening. He looks kind of laid back, but he's also just sort of taking in the entire scene around him, just kind of watching.
There's one of the guards is like keeping an eye on you because you've been told several times this is a canvas tent and not to smoke in here. But you can because it's aesthetic, you need to.
Yeah.
It's necessary. So one of the guards is like keeping a pretty close eye on you, even though, let's face it, if he wanted to stop you from smoking, there's probably not a lot that he could do.
I'm eyeing him too and just taking like a.
And our remaining townsfolk, who else have we got here?
Just on the shy side of 6 foot, sort of ashen skin, middle-aged looking, long white hair. You have Otto Holtzhausen, who has been stood and has spoken frequently but measuredly, and all words are said with purpose. And is intimidating but not on purpose, and is like obviously actively trying to not be threatening, but with burnt looking skin and wide shoulders, and he's never fully unarmed and unarmored, probably having a hard time actually setting everyone at ease.
And last but not least, again,
we have Tiffany Valentine, who is a tiny wee thing. With like sort of very, very pale skin and kind of pointy ears sort of coming underneath her, quite white, sort of pale hair. And she's wearing a very, well, it should be pretty, because it's got puffy sleeves and it's got lots of like, ripples and lace and things, but it just kind of looks like that Victorian creepy kind of look. And she stands very still when she's just like watching everything, and she doesn't move a lot when she moves. She just sort of moves her head like in pieces. And she waits until she's been spoken to, and then usually replies with like, "But what do you want me to do?" And then just kind of like, that doesn't say a lot and is just sort of there.
Like the ghost of a child that died in a fire.
Yeah, like very much like that, but very invested in the conversation. Like you can tell she's paying attention, but just like almost like "Ugh!" every time because you kind of forget she's standing.
You like accidentally lock eyes, like, oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So on the desk between you and the mayor, there are 6 bottles with red liquid in them. And the mayor is a tiny little gnome, just a little guy. He's mostly balding. He's got a big bushy mustache. He's wearing a purple suit. You know him as Mayor Breffords. And he says to you, well, thank you very much, adventurers, for your recent escapades that you did to save this town. We're very appreciative of all your hard work. Because the DM had a look at your character classes and noticed there was no main healer, here's a bunch of healing potions for you. And you guys can split 6 greater potions of healing amongst you because while we were doing the intros, here's a fun fact. When I did the group 3 warm-up game, I didn't check the character classes and I didn't account for the fact that there was no healer. So this is me doing that now. Who says that I never improve? So you got 4 potions of greater healing that you can add. They're only for this warm up. If like once we hit the main game or whatever you play next, you no longer have them.
My compatriots will take 2 apiece. Thank you very much for your generosity.
And the mayor says to you, well, there's currently no danger. There's no threats. So why don't we all just take a day off? Stop looking for problems where they don't exist, and just enjoy the concert for today. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds mighty fine to me.
What kind of music will be present at the concert?
I understand it's going to be quite peppy music for the kids. And he hands you a bright poster full of lots of colors. And it's an advertisement for a 4-piece band called The Giggles. And they appear to be wearing different colored sweaters. And it's like a tour poster. They've recently played in towns like Ruin City, Rubbleton, Crater Town, and now they're here coming to Ludus and Lusor for their 4th tour date.
I believe I have heard of them. Did they write the song Big Blue Wagon?
I believe that is them, in fact. I think that's one of theirs.
Or is it the other band that wrote the song Town Crier Killed the Sending Skull Star?
No, I think it's the first one.
I see.
But anyway, there's no problems today, so get out of my office and go enjoy a concert, instead of being adventurers all the time, killing things.
You know, I'm always concerned when someone says there's no problems. But I won't be concerned this time, because a concert's coming. Yeah.
That's the exact attitude I'm worried about, because I don't want there to be any issues today after the last few weeks where we had adventures and violence happening. Okay, goodbye.
Thanks.
Bye.
I would unceremoniously turn and walk out.
And then just leaves Tiffany standing there just staring and going, I hope you get to play it. And then just turns around and just walks out slowly.
Like you don't like, have you seen those like the Russian dancers that move their feet so small and like they've got the big dresses on? They look like they're floating.
Yeah,
well,
it's like that.
I'm pretty sure I heard every joint crack. Every single one.
So you are in the town for the day as a group. You have apparently nothing to be doing, so you've got a couple of hours before the concert starts, and you've got a little bit of time to just chill. And apparently, no adventures to be had.
Is there a printer in town?
Is what? Sorry.
Is there a printer in town? I would like to print some pamphlets.
Yeah. So there is a printing press which distributes the local newspaper. So you could go there and do some printing.
Yeah, I would like to speak to the printer and order a short run of pamphlets, spreading the gospel, the good word of peace and brotherly love to distribute to these young impressionable minds who will be at the children's concert.
Well, that would require you to travel across town to the library, which is pretty far away from the town hall. So while we all walk there together, why don't we all just just hang out and roleplay for a little bit?
How has everyone found their break since we last saw each other, since it has been some time?
I'm not gonna go and see the concert because it's for kids, and I'm a man now. Definitely a man.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
your voice is much deeper than when we last met.
There was a very vicious girl.
Oh, I reckon you should always keep your inner child, so this concert sounds like it's going to be fun to me. I especially like the little drawing of the purple guy. He looks asleep. It's
I,
so
for one,
cute.
have never had a child inside of me.
Children close to me.
Julz, your microphone cuts in about halfway through
I
what you're
know.
saying. Would you mind saying that one
Yeah.
more time? Just give us a little bit of preamble so your microphone turns on and then do your line.
She says, "I keep the children close to me," and she just kind of holds out like this hand, and you see all these little tiny like trinkets in her hand, and she just kind of like.
Oh, see, she knows what she's talking about.
Yes, it is important to keep little ones close for safekeeping. They are unable to defend themselves.
I mean, they're already dead.
Then we have failed in our defense of them. Unfortunate.
As you walk across town, traveling through the marketplace, you have sort of a strange reputation amongst the town. People kind of think of you as troublemakers, even though you're usually defending the town from places. But because violence happens where you are, people kind of associate that with you. But a side effect of that is that you're actually quite popular amongst the town's children. So as you walk across town, there is a little bit of a like a throng of kids that follows you and dares each other to pick your pockets and things like that. As you get close to the library where the printing press is located, you hear someone calling out. Who has the highest passive perception score?
Probably not me. I'm
23.
an idiot.
23.
Yeah, 23.
I'm not even going to say anything. Mine's only 17.
Okay.
Mine's 9.
Oh, I'm
Tiffany.
busy being pickpocketed.
Tiffany, as
Oh
you're
no, my
approaching,
pockets are undefended and I'm too tall to stop these kinder.
there are a few laughing kids that are like, some of them are putting stuff in your pockets, and then some of them are stealing it back out.
Replacing coins with buttons.
Yeah. But Tiffany, as you get closer, you hear the local newsie shouting out. He says, "Extra, extra! Crater Town suffers mysterious incident, reduced to some kind of smoking hole in the ground."
And I turn to everybody in the party, and I because I'm a rogue, so I just kind of appear from nowhere most of the time. So it's just like you're walking along, and I'm just there.
Nothing personnel.
I just look down. I'm like, "Ah."
Yeah, and I've dead stopped in front of you, and I'm like, "Where did they say they last were?"
You have
Wasn't
the
it-
poster with you, so you can check it.
And yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
There's-
the last tour date about a week ago was in Crater Town.
curious.
Okay.
How unfortunate that the last thing they ever saw was a children's concert. And she just walks off like that's it. Like, she's just thinking about like, oh, that's like a weird coincidence.
I suppose it has made the name Crater Town more apt.
Radagin just kind of looks at the thing. He's like, smokes a little deeper in his pipe, and then keeps moving.
The name reminds me of that new Wes Anderson movie, Asteroid City. Have you seen it yet? I believe
Oh
it is
no,
in
but I
theaters
want to.
worldwide.
I want to go see it. I like Wes Anderson movies.
I would be more enthused about this concert if it were a premiere of the film and not a children's concert, but I will endure.
Well, it isn't. It would severely change my adventure if we were doing a movie premiere instead. And a lot of my references would make no sense.
Are we able to spend like $50 in this warm-up game to like change things like during the game? Can we do that?
Invest early. Can I buy the in-game equivalent of Tesla stock so that I can sell it during the stream?
Oh,
You could buy.
dear.
I guess you could buy a newspaper. if
Okay,
that,
yeah. I'm gonna invest in a thriving business. Yeah.
No, I mean you could buy a literal copy of the newspaper so we can
single-
keep the adventure moving.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
I suppose I could purchase it. Yeah, I probably would be very transactional about it. Like go to pay with like a couple of copper jots. I just pull out a few buttons and I go, these copper jots do not look right.
I just hand out a bag. I've like stolen it back from the kids, at some point, and just given it to you.
When did you purchase a purse that looks so similar to mine?
She just sort of she shrugs and sort of does her creepy smile at you. Yeah.
So you purchase a newspaper? Is that where we're getting to?
Yeah.
And I think we keep walking with reading, right? Like we're
Yeah.
walk reading.
Yeah, I imagine someone other than me is doing the reading part.
Sure. Who's reading the newspaper?
I can have a little read of the newspaper.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. Really low DC. You're just trying to beat 10.
Okay. Oh, that was close. 12.
Nice. Yeah, what you're able to determine from reading this newspaper is that there's a town. It's not really a neighboring town, but it's like, not too far from here, called Crater Town. And it has around a week ago, maybe just less than a week ago, it was discovered that the entire town had been destroyed, and now it is like a smoking hole in the ground. And the editorial are avoiding using the word crater to describe it.
Oh, good.
Radagin suppresses a giggle at that last bit because he knows it's quite dark.
Tiffany's got no issues with that.
You see them writing things like large indent.
Yeah.
A ravine popped up in Crater Town.
Are you reading this out loud as you go?
Yeah, definitely. And you just hear the little hitch as I'm like...
A large bowl-shaped indent where Crater Town used to be.
You just hear coming from Tiffany.
Anytime you mention smoking hole, I go, smoking is bad for you.
And then I give you a little look and just
like snigger, yeah. It's a hole. What's a hole?
So, what would the party do with this information? Given that you are the primary defenders of the town here.
I'm going to be honest with you. I am not smart nor wise enough to even file this away. I don't think I've ever read news in my life.
I reckon we need to look into these giggles a little bit more. What do y'all reckon?
But why?
I don't know. There's something there that's a little bit strange to me. But it could be nothing. Could be completely unrelated.
I must confess, with these being my traveling companions, my relative metric of strange is perhaps off kilter. What is it about this that sticks out to you as unusual? Music and destruction go hand in hand in my experience. Have you ever been to a Rammstein concert?
I have not.
It is quite loud. Much pyrotechnics, I believe what it is.
Somehow I don't think these giggles would have that, but something's a little off to me.
So we kidnap one of them? The purple one's asleep. We get him.
That would be highly unethical. We could simply interrogate them in front of their peers.
Right, that could work. Have a little chat, see what they're about.
We tie them to chairs?
If they get rowdy, but probably not.
We could simply ask them to sit, and if they do not comply, we could ask them more forcefully.
Aye.
And if we kill them, then I can bring them back and ask them a question.
Mum's got the right idea.
Indeed you could.
We will resort to violence only as a final option, though, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
I do feel like it would mess with the show if they were all dead.
I don't think it'd be a kid's show anymore.
Have you ever seen that performance of Tupac as a hologram at Coachella? Apparently, dead stars can perform nonetheless.
Magic illusion can do anything nowadays.
Truly impressive how far magic has come.
Yeah.
She just kind of does a U-turn because so the show is at the town hall.
The what? Sorry.
The show itself, like the Skiggles show,
it'll be at the marketplace.
Wiggles.
No, it's not the Wiggles, it's the Giggles. I don't know why you would mistake that consonant. It would be held in the marketplace. Would be the type of thing, like the area that you've just passed through on your way to the library.
Okay, and we didn't see them there.
No, they haven't arrived yet. They're not scheduled to play for 4 or 5 hours. You're pretty
Okay.
sure they haven't arrived in town yet.
Hmm.
Okay. We could stake out the gate and wait for them to come.
We could ambush them in the forest.
We could simply wait for them to perform and have a public discourse with them wherein we show them the error of their ways. It
I'm
would be live on stage
thinking-
with a large audience. We would be able to impart a positive message to the impressionable children.
I was thinking more that we could listen to what they say when they think they're by themselves.
Yes, that would be a good idea. Listening to people is very pleasurable in my experience.
We go find where they are and then listen. Maybe they'll confess.
I don't mind that plan.
Hey, over here, you guys.
Oh.
And
With
you
my
turn
passive
around.
perception of 9, I do not hear that.
Everyone except Otto turns and sees a rather haggard-looking man, balding man in a yellow sweater. He has stacked up some crates so that there is a dark alley in between some tents. And he's calling at you to come into this dark alley from where he's standing. Hey, come
Okay.
over here. Come over here.
Yes, a confession in private. Where did everybody go?
Hey, and you get closer, and this man clearly looks like he is, he's dressed in, aside from the yellow sweater, he's mostly dressed in rags. He doesn't look like he's not well kept. He's not, he hasn't shaved. He's got the classic, Homer Simpson ring of hair around the back of his head, but
Oh.
big bald spot on top.
Tonsure. The
And he
monk
says,
cut.
yeah. And he
Yeah.
says, hey, you look like the kind of people who thrive on dangerous situations. Do you think you could maybe help me out?
You're right there, bud.
Do you
Yeah.
need to die?
No, but I'm glad that you brought that up, actually. My name is Simon. Is this your card? And he holds up a card to you. It's like the 4 of diamonds.
At this point, I probably found where everyone else is. We do not have time for sideshow magic tricks.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll get it next time. Listen, I need to hire someone to kill the giggles for me.
To kill them.
Yeah. See, I used to be a member of the Giggles. My name is Simon. But they kicked me out and replaced me with a hot girl. So
Quick
that they could
question: what
book more
color is his
gigs.
shirt?
It's yellow. They kicked me out and they replaced me with a hot girl so they could book more gigs. And so I need someone to kill them for me.
Instead of killing them, could I show you the error of your sexist ways?
I don't know what you mean.
Could we just kill the girl?
I mean, yeah, but also the other ones because they rejected me.
Rejection is a part of life, my young friend.
He's so old.
I'm making no effort to be persuasive either.
Okay.
So, you were kicked out of them.
Yes,
for the
that's
hot
right.
girl.
That's right.
Right.
That they were failing to book we were failing to book gigs, and so they kicked me out and replaced me with a hot girl, and then they got this tour out of it. So yeah, I really need to get rid of them because I want back in, and if I kill all of them, then I get to decide who's in the band.
Is it possible that you are both less talented and less attractive?
He ignores you. He ignores that question, and he like turns a little bit away from you and sort of addresses the other 3. So
Am I
yeah,
able
you
to do, am I
yeah.
able to do an insight check on this guy? Because he seems
Yeah.
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 Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Or as I like to call it, a what the fuck is going on check?
Yeah.
What's this guy's deal check?
Okay, so
Yeah.
this guy is a quest giver I'm trying to give you information for. So 25 like soars past the DC here.
Right.
You could have
He-
simply said this guy's a quest giver. And you
Yeah.
Um,
What you get for a 25? This guy is being honest. He does want these people to be dead. He seems both desperate and vindictive. And from the way that he keeps trying to like hand you cards, he also seems to be a little confused about close-up magic.
I look at him and I'm like, okay, first of all, you want to put the card at the bottom of the deck. Because if you do that, then it looks more impressive.
Okay. All right, hang on. Like this? Is this your card? And he shows you like the 7 of clubs.
Yes, thank you very
Yeah.
much. I've been looking for that. I'm gonna put it in my wallet next to my buttons.
Penny, at some point, I want to switch out his deck. So the whole thing is just a deck of cards that is mine, and
Okay.
they're all aces of spades, just
Okay,
to
roll
be
me,
really
roll me a
confusing.
sleight of hand check. The DC is going to be 20 for such a bold maneuver.
Okay,
But
cool.
you guys continue talking
How's a
to him.
25?
Damn. What I should have done was said, "What's your sleight of hand?" DC
plus 15.
plus 15. Yeah. So
I'm a
while
rogue,
he's talking,
baby.
while he's talking to, sorry, I forgot your character's name.
Radagin.
While he's talking to Radagin and Zin, you're able to just one at a time take cards out of the deck while he's shuffling it, and replace each one with another card. And you'll continue doing this every time he's looking away until you've got his entire deck of cards.
I like to imagine every time he's like, "Is this your card?" You're like, "Let me take a look," and then you like palm it with one in your sleeve. You're like, "Nope, that's not it," and just all 52.
I'm just having a great time. Like, I'm testing my own skills, you know? Every time he asks to split the deck, I'm splitting it and, like, palming a whole lot of them and then putting, like, the whole time. I'm listening, but I'm sort of engaged in play.
So listen, if you want to know about the Giggles and what they're up to, go to the canyon and just listen, because you'll see when you get there. Okay. I don't know really what else I can tell you. Is this your card? And he shows you the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it, there's one left.
You were so ready to finally be like, "Yes."
Hey, you're getting it. Nice work.
And he seems really pleased with himself.
Yeah. To the canyon.
I do want to just sort of ask, like, so do you know anything about, like, Crater Town?
Yeah, it's a town, couple of about a week's travel from here.
Not
They played there. They played there recently.
Yeah.
Were you
Have you-
there?
Yeah.
What was the question? Sorry.
Were you there?
No, I got kicked out of the band before the tour started. I've been trying to get ahead of them so I can be ready for when they arrive. Haven't been so lucky yet, but this is going to be the day.
Pretty lucky, son, because everybody in Crater Town is dead.
Oh, I wouldn't know
Yeah.
anything about that. He like puts his hands in his pockets. I wouldn't know anything about that. Sorry.
I'm not smart enough to make an inside check.
No, you're not. You
But I
canonized
am.
that.
I
Yeah, go ahead.
definitely am.
Go ahead.
Eh?
Dirty 20. Yeah, he's definitely lying about not knowing about Crater Town. But he's telling the truth about not having been part of the band since before the tour started.
All right.
So he knows something's up too, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's told you where he wants you to go, and he's sort of like shuffling his cards, and he's like, "Okay, go to the canyon, and you'll get it when you get there. And then when you've done that, come back here and kill them, and you will be everybody's hero, I promise. And then I can start a new franchise with the same name, and everything will be fine, and I'll be loved."
All right. Well, guess we'll look at that canyon then.
Is this your card? And he holds up the ace of spades.
and I'm like, yes.
Nice.
Oh, look at that.
I
Two in a
still got
row.
it. I still got it. And then he like looks around like real suspiciously, and then he teleports away.
Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa. Huh.
And I'm like, I gave him all of my cards.
No,
You have his deck, and they're not very good. They're like really like your cards were nice. His cards are like he's been using the same deck to do this for like the last 5 years.
He's got like a little X marked on the back of all the trick ones.
But unfortunately, he marked too many of them, so they're all
yeah, they just all got
yeah.
it.
Flip to the
I love
corners,
it.
and some of them are like V's now, sort of shape.
Yeah. I once stole a Yu-Gi-Oh card off a kid in primary school, and he wrote his name on all of the cards, but it didn't stop me from stealing it off him. And then one time I played him in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I played the card against him, and he didn't even notice.
Oh man, the fact that he like wrote his name on every single Yu-Gi-Oh card, like is really paranoid, destroys the value of them, but I bet he at the time was like,
And
'cause
also
that-
didn't work.
it also removes the ability to ever trade them with other people.
Yeah.
They're called trading cards.
Hey, you've switched that. Like, haha, fool, didn't notice. You know you're the bad guy in that, right? Just checking.
Yeah.
You are the
I want
jerk in that
steal this kid's
story.
property. He didn't even realize. Boom.
God damn it.
What a chump.
Okay, the
Okay.
rest of that story is after
Anyway.
you played his own card against him, did you beat him? Or did he win?
I did, because the card was one of those really obvious Chinese knockoffs, and we were like 8, so it's
Yeah,
like
you don't know the
horribly,
rules. Yeah.
horribly mistranslated, and we're like, oh, it means I can do this, and the other guy was always like, okay.
So what are we doing now? You've had your warning. You've had
Okay.
your guy show up and tell you what's up. Where are we headed now?
Do I still have time to print the pamphlets?
Oh, I'm not.
Probably not if you're gonna make it to the canyon and back before the concert starts.
That's unfortunate. I will simply have to preach in person. Perhaps they will do an opening act which I can partake in.
If we don't kill them first,
Then we
Then,
can be the act.
then we could be.
Mm.
You're
But that
right.
guy
If they're
would
dead,
have-
I can use this opportunity to spread the good word.
Although I feel like we might only have to kill one of them.
The one that replaced that guy?
I certainly hope
Yeah.
she dies of natural causes.
We're walking, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's walk to the canyon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys walk into the canyon while you have this conversation. That's fine. It's gonna take it's gonna take probably an hour to walk there. So unless you have any spells or abilities or anything that will get you there faster, it's gonna be a little while to just travel there on foot.
No, I just need you to know if anything dies within 30 foot of me, I get to, and I see it, I get to collect tokens as I go.
Does it count if my sex life dies?
No, because that was already dead. We all
Nah,
knew.
fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've long since cashed that token.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, so we're traveling now. So you are in the town of Ludus and Lusor, around here where I'm pinging. And to get to the canyon, you would need to travel here. So that's about an hour on foot to get that far. Is there anything that you would like to do or accomplish while we're on our way? Any, you could take your time and cast some buffs, or use items, or read a book or anything. Anything you'd like to roll on the way. Otherwise, we'll just cut to the point where you get there.
Anyone watching Radagin smoke his pipe will notice that no matter how often he smokes it, he never seems to top it up, and yet it still works. Like it's still just puffing away.
Are you using like minor illusion to make it look like you're smoking?
Maybe.
He's like wasted a whole magical item on like an ever smoking pipe or something.
Oh,
Pipe of cool vibes.
Yeah.
Cool vibes and
Um,
healthy lungs.
I would take the opportunity on the journey to, in a flavorful, in-character way, remind everybody that I have the spell Zone of Truth.
Would you remind that by casting it, or are you just like letting everybody know?
I would let them know that. Remember that. I mean, you all know that this is a thing I have. That I have honest means of interrogation that require no harm nor torture.
At
Though we
some
may
point,
perhaps need to restrain them.
yeah. At some point, Tiffany like goes, ugh, and she like looks down at her pretty dress and speaks like a word that you can't quite hear, and it turns into completely just studded leather, and she like readjusts the belt that was obviously digging into her, and then just speaks the command word again, and the puffy pink dress is back.
Zen, is there anything that you would like to accomplish during this travel?
Perhaps descend your testicles.
What happened? Not today. No, I think Zin will just probably tag along at the back of the group a bit, sort of like scuffing his heels and looking down slightly awkwardly. I think especially when Tiffany changes into studded leather, he probably flushes bright green and has to look away for a period of time.
Really
You
shows off how
oh,
little she is. You know, like she's very little. Yeah.
you as you make it to sort of the part of the canyon that you were sort of aiming for, up ahead, you notice that there is some kind of contraption sort of built on the edge of the cliff. It looks like a A-frame almost, but it leans out over the edge of the canyon. And as you get closer, you realize that this is some kind of it's meant to lower something down, but the rope is like whatever it's lowered is all the way down into the fog where you can't see. But it can be operated by a pulley here at the top. Someone's come here, and this isn't normally here. This isn't something that you've seen before.
This is new, like brand new.
Yeah.
The urge to
Interesting.
pull that pulley is very strong.
I'll do
Very
it,
strong.
and I'll start to walk over
We can
towards
raise
it.
it up.
Cool. Roll me an athletics check. DC is going to be 18.
Okay.
You start
No.
to turn the crank, and you it's way heavier than you were expecting.
This is broken.
It's all, I will like give him some. I like walk over. I'm like, I like squeeze your muscles reassuredly. It is a simple matter of technique. Born in itself is not quite enough. I know that you are strong and capable, but it is more about the way in which it's like having proper form when lifting the weights. Yeah. And can I make an athletics check? In his
Yes,
stead?
absolutely. So you can choose. You can either give Zin advantage on his check by using the help action, or you can make your own athletics check.
No, I'd like to unintentionally humiliate him.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll me. Oh, yeah, okay. Yes, you
Ooh.
did. That's a 27. Even for you, so you're able to turn this crank and start bringing this thing up. But even
Just
for
like-
you,
It's like 3 pulls that's up.
you are surprised by how heavy this is. And you turn the crank for a few minutes, and eventually a large, quite big, like 50-foot wide wooden platform, like a double reinforced wooden platform, rises to the top. And the rope, you realize that the ropes that were hanging down were actually like quite strong chains. This thing is built to hold somebody very heavy. Hi, Rhys.
It's Rhys.
Rhys. Oh, hi, Rhys.
Sorry for the late arrival. I've been stuck in traffic. Dreadful.
That's totally fine. We are short one player, so if you would like to just commandeer a stat block, you're welcome to just jump in and play with us if you want to. I do realize that you are a DM and not a player, but if you want to just come and join, that is totally fine.
I'll just listen and enjoy for the moment. Thank you.
That's totally fine. All right, so you pull up this, turn this crank, and you pull up this very wide, like reinforced wooden platform, and roll perception checks, everybody.
Oh no.
Oof. Bad
Ooh.
roll for me.
That's the best I've ever.
Did you say bad roll for me and you got over 20?
I rolled a 2.
You don't have
Huh?
plus 21. From where
Got
I'm
plus 2, it
sitting,
looks like a
you
10.
rolled a 10 plus
Oh, rogue
13.
reassurance.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You have assurance, I assume, on perception.
Yep, I do.
So you can't roll
Yeah.
below a 10. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
There you
makes
go.
sense. So we have 3 over 20. So the 3 of you over 20, you can hear some voices just slowly drifting up. You can't really hear what they are, but you can hear 3 distinct sets of voices coming up from down in the canyon. They don't appear panicked, they just appear conversational. They're just echoing.
That's them? The giggles?
Only 3 voices I can hear, so
You can hear voices.
I can.
Mein Gott, my tinnitus is bad.
Maybe we should lower Tiffany down.
Well, I can turn into a ghost and float down.
That would be much lighter.
That could work.
Okay.
I'll just throw out here that now that you can see the platform, there is a similar crank on the platform itself, so you can
Yeah,
also
you can
lower it
lower
while
whilst you're-
standing on it. Yeah.
I was
yeah.
probably about to say, in that case, if we could simply lower all of us down, you could go ahead in your incorporeal form and provide some espionage, some forward listening.
Excellent. So I do that. I ghost walk as a bonus action. Gives me a flying speed of 10 feet. It's not terribly fast, but
Yeah,
I
you'd
can
probably
just...
be about the same speed as the platform
I'm
that's
just like,
lowering.
yeah,
but
then I'm
much cooler.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to if the others want to let you have a head start, you can head down there by yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because if they catch up to me, my head will just pop up through like the platform because I can move through objects and stuff. So it'll be like.
So I take a very opportune bathroom break because the phone call
Yeah,
earlier
go
cut into
ahead.
my.
Yeah.
So sure.
It lasts,
What is? Yeah,
it
go
lasts
ahead.
for like 10 minutes. So yeah, I'll
10
yeah.
There's maths in there somewhere, and as D&D players, we all know that we hate and are bad at maths. So yeah, go ahead and roll me. I'm gonna say to travel while as a ghost. Oh, I'm
know.
gonna say go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. With the DC, this is just there's no like clear pass fail. This is just like how efficiently you're able to use your speed.
Okay.
Okay.
15.
15's not bad. You drift down into this canyon, quickly finding yourself sort of in the fog of it. And after a little while, you maybe after, let's say, 6 minutes of drifting down, you find yourself at a jutting flat ledge. And at where the ledge meets the wall, there is a perfectly circular tunnel that leads like into the rock. And that appears to be where you can hear the voices coming from.
Okay. Can I try and see, like, get a bit closer and like, I'm figuring I'm a ghost. I'm gonna sneak.
Roll me an investigation check.
Sure. Oh, I rolled a 1 on the dice, so I doubt that's gonna be good. I mean, it's still a 15, but it's a crit one.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat it as a crit fail. You are fairly like there's a few corners in this tunnel. It's perfectly circular. And it does turn a corner, maybe 50 feet down. And you can't see anyone, at least from your current angle.
Oh, okay. So I drift back.
Yeah.
To everybody.
So it took you 6 minutes to get down. So you're not gonna quite make it all the way up.
Yeah, they could probably. I'm just like waving, slowly drifting.
Okay. You guys at the top, how long do you wait before you start turning the crank to come down?
I feel like it's like almost that at that 6 minute mark. It's like, okay, they're taking a while. We should probably go down and check if everything's okay.
Okay. You guys roll me. I would say any of you can roll an athletics. Any of you who aren't Julz can roll an athletics check with advantage to turn to lower yourselves down.
Don't mind if I do.
Yay.
Zin is sulking.
Hot
Zin
dog.
is properly sulking. At one end of this platform, there's Zin just like, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, you can do whatever you like.
Yeah, so about 6 minutes after
halfway through that, by the way, I'm like, there's a diet regimen I can recommend.
So you guys head down as Julz's character heads up, and then right as Julz's character passes through the elevator and gets to the top, they turn back into a person and just kind of pop onto the thing as you continue lowering yourselves down. Yeah, so Julz, you're welcome to tell them what you found.
Yeah, so I basically tell them about the voices and the circular caverns, and I kind of got a bit lost and thought I better get out of there before I turn not ghost. Yeah.
Yep, and after a few minutes of lowering the elevator, you indeed find what your rogue mentioned. You arrive at sort of the bottom part of the chain's range, and you find yourself next to a fairly flat jutting out ledge, and where the ledge meets the wall, there is a perfectly circular cave that goes in a little bit, about 50 feet, before turning a corner and going further into the rock.
This might sound radical to all of you, but I don't think this cavern is a natural formation.
Why don't you roll me a nature check?
No.
I feel like I'm saying that because it's very obvious that it's not.
Yeah, okay, with a 12, it is like this is obvious enough. Like
Yeah.
natural caves don't appear
Everyone else, I'm pretty
perfectly
sure everyone else's
circular.
passive nature is higher than my actual roll. They've already clued in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, everyone.
You say it out loud, and everyone's
is
like, "Yeah, we
man-made."
got there 5 minutes ago. Thanks." And you can still hear those three distinct voices. One of them fairly melodic, one of them super deep and gruff, and the other one kind of gurgly, coming from somewhere down this tunnel.
Like, okay.
All right. Well, do we want to go in a bit carefully then?
I'll be right behind you.
Yes, you tend to hang behind us larger folk. Thank you.
And also because I sneak. And you
Oh,
don't
where's
look
my
very
token?
sneaky.
I have oiled my armor to absolute perfection this morning. Thank you very much.
Is there like a really big shine coming off that armor? It's almost blinding.
It's like, have you ever? God, this is gonna sound like some nerd shit. And here we are playing D&D. You ever been to like medieval reenactment stuff? Like when armor is like well cared for and well oiled, it doesn't like clank when it moves. The plates slide over each other.
Yeah.
It's like a it's like if you move like a metal spatula over a metal pan with a lot of oil in it. It's like it's not a scrape. It's like this. It's so metally sounding, but it's like a glide.
Mm.
Oh, I.
So you, sorry, I was messing around with some tokens. Did you head down the tunnel?
Yeah.
Okay. You travel for not long. 4 or 5 minutes before the tunnel opens up into a more natural cave space, and you're fairly certain that just on the other side of where you can see is the source of these voices. And let me just move the flag. So just on the other side of where you can see, so there's some rocks in the way, you are pretty sure that the sources of these voices are there. If you would like to eavesdrop, go ahead and roll me a perception check. The DC is going to be, let's put it at just like a nice easy 15.
Oh, stop it. Thank you.
Someone hasn't rolled. Are you not rolling, Matt?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, that's fine.
I can click the button if you'd like, but let's not embarrass
that's
ourselves.
fine. What you can hear is the three voices talking. The regular sounding humanoid voice appears to be in charge, and it's telling the other two that they have to be really careful because Jeff can't wake up yet, and they just need to make sure that they get out of here safely now that they've successfully delivered him. The deep, gruff voice is just saying "romp bomper chomp" a fair amount. And the third voice, the gurgly voice, is asking the in charge voice if he would care to do a tentacle dance, which is mostly being ignored. Can you guys see the map that I have in front of you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So, you are welcome to. There's a lot of nonsense talk just coming from the other side of these rocks. If you would like to move and get yourselves a look at what you're dealing with, please go ahead.
I can only currently move the Otto token.
We're all on the
okay.
Otto layer.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's all right. Let me just. Sorry, I'm super not familiar with how tokens work, so let me just go ahead and make sure that you can control them, because I think that's probably what I've done wrong here. Not that one.
You got it?
I think I've got it. Just give me a sec. Sorry, this is a fairly new thing for me. So hang on.
You're okay. That's why I was like, do you need a suggestion, or if you
maybe? So I've got Shin says that he can be edited, controlled by all players. So are you able to click on and select Zen?
I can't click on anyone but myself.
No.
Yeah,
you can see why I didn't think there was a problem if mine is the only clickable character.
Okay, I'm gonna make him controllable specifically by Alex and see if that changes anything. Are you now able to click on Zin? Oh, I know why. I know why. No, sorry, I put him on the wrong.
I was
Ah.
going to say, are they on the wrong layer?
They're
Like,
superficially there.
Okay, are they there now? Because I might have put them on the wrong layer. Are they on? Can you see them? Can you see them in
I can
control
see
now?
all 4 of them, but I
I
can
can
only
see
move
them,
Otto
but
still.
yeah, the others aren't controllable.
Okay, my bad,
Hmm.
guys. I'm sorry about this. This is still
These
feeling new
things-
for
these
me
things
as
happen.
well.
All good.
Yeah.
Jules, are
100%.
you able to control Tiffany?
No, but
I think-
Tiffany has a name and stuff, but I can't select. I can.
It's just
Okay.
it's
Blindly
all
there.
Otto, baby.
It's all Otto all day.
Does anyone know why that's the case? Because these are player tokens, and I dragged and dropped them into the group. So let me try it with.
I bet somebody
Radagin.
flew in and rolled 20 can point out the really obvious answer.
So Radagin says that he can be edited and controlled by Tom. So
Yeah, but no name is coming up with no. Thing at the
Who's
moment.
Is
our
it in their player thingies? The handbook,
journals.
whatever, journals.
who's the most
as
quickly
well?
available roll 20 expert?
You need
I
to
mean,
link them, don't you, to the character?
The character sheets. So if you
Yeah.
open the character sheet, click on the token, and then you
Yeah, so
select the token.
these tokens are connected to the character sheets. When I double
Hmm.
click them, it comes up with the right one.
Have you tried just doing the old drag and drop?
Yeah, that's how it worked. Is that not how I'm supposed to do them?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just double check. I'll just go into Zen. Okay, so I'm gonna go edit.
Cranking.
So names in players' journals, all players can be edited and controlled by all players. And Alex,
And over the left hand side. Yeah. Yeah. There's a little bit on the left hand side. Drop
edit token properties. Oh, I see. Okay, no, I'm up to speed. Okay.
Oh,
I
bada
found it.
boom.
Sorry about that, guys.
Mr.
Well, good.
Worldwide when we step in the room.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
Exactly.
Zen
funny
should be
trying to
done
do it
now.
from memory.
Zen should be done now, and then I'll do the same thing for Radagin. Yeah, okay, here's the problem. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. I'll delete the ones that we've got. Okay, cool. I've just sorry, just grabbing a new Radagin and I'm popping him on the map.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay,
Same.
cool.
Yeah,
And
here
then
we
I'm
go.
grabbing a new Zen and I'm popping him on the map.
Yep.
Okay. Are you able to see and control them now?
Yep.
And do I need to do the same thing with Tiffany? Jules?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. I'll just make a note of this and I'll run through and do this for everyone. Thank you.
T-A-U.
Okay, that is done, and I'm just dropping you back in the map. Okay, cool, done. Can you control that now?
Yay.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, everyone. So yeah, you can hear those voices having a chat on the other side of these rocks, but you can't see them yet.
All right. Zin is gonna sort of go into almost like a snake mode and just begin to creep
Okay, roll me a
along
stealth
the
check.
ground. Ah,
DC is going to be, I'm going to say DC 20.
this is gonna go down like a cup of cold sick.
Ah,
Oh.
okay.
Cold sick
You-
tastes better than I remember.
Yeah.
You
That's
were
my
able to
ticket.
get close, and you were able to place these voices. The first one is a guy dressed like a pirate, and he's got a sword that looks a lot like a angel's wing or a bird's wing. The second one is a dinosaur in a really nice hat, like a nice little white hat with a little flower on it. And the third one appears to be some kind of weird cave octopus, also with a hat on. He's got a little bow tie. He's got some very brightly colored sleeves. And from what you're able to gather, the dinosaur is being referred to by the pirate as Dorothy, and the weird octopus thing is being referred to as Henry.
All I can hear in my head is Ragtime Gal.
Hello,
Hello,
buddy.
my baby.
No, he's asking. He's like, "Would you care to do the tentacle dance?" And the dinosaur's like, "Rump, bump, a jump." And the pirate seems kind of done with all of this shit.
Does he have a visible garden?
I'm so angry.
Jules is angry. I've done my job.
I'm not looking forward to when we get to Wags.
I beg your pardon. Yeah, actually, this is my partner Liv, and they once upon a time came up with this entire idea.
Oh right, so I hate.
Which you just
You.
nabbed
Ooh.
wholesale.
Thank you.
Everyone's
Thank you.
mad at you now.
Can you hit us with your crispiest ooh woo while you're in the room?
Oh, Liv, you're being asked for a crispy ooh ooh while you're here. They're eating a cookie, so we'll just need a moment. Anyway, these three colorful characters are hanging around banter.
Ooh.
These three colorful characters are hanging around bantering with one another. What do you do?
I reckon Zin is going to try and get as close as he can. And if he can, he is going to attempt to use his coiling grasp tattoo on this pirate character who's obviously not representative of anybody from any other.
Let's call him
intellectual-
Admiral Wingblade just for the sake of it.
Right, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if I can spot you. I got a natural 1.
Yeah.
You don't see shit.
Yeah, he's waving his weird sword around and he's like, "No, I do not want to do the tentacle dance again. This has been such a slow process with both of you just kind of sticking with your gimmicks instead of helping."
Okay, so Zin will probably have made himself to about. Can you get as close as that without being spotted?
You could get here.
I can get.
Basically, you can get this close, but as soon as you get closer than that,
Are you pinging
Henry's
on
gonna
the
see you.
on
Oh,
the
am I
token
pinging?
layer?
I think you.
Sorry,
right.
I may have been on the GM layer. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, that's all
there we
good.
go. I'm seeing things now.
I will get to there, and then in which case I will attempt to use my calling grasp tattoo
Okay.
to.
That's cool. We're rolling for initiative now. That
Let's fucking
action will be
go.
your surprise round, and then we'll jump into initiative. So I'm going to
Okay.
start. So I've now opened up the turn order. Make sure you select your token and then click roll initiative. If you are in roll 20 and it doesn't go, just let me know because you may have to open your character sheet. Yeah, sorry, if you're in D&D Beyond and it doesn't work, just let me know.
Okay, I
Mine
haven't
worked.
clicked. I haven't clicked anything, and it just says 6.12.
So you rolled a
There we
6
go.
and the one
I hadn't
the
rolled-
1
I
point
hadn't rolled
was the
anything.
tiebreaker.
I hadn't rolled anything you can see in the chat log. I've only just rolled now, and I got a natural 18.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling for
So apparently, without clicking anything, it defaulted to a 5.
Fun.
Did I get those ones? Yep. And oh, okay. I wonder how I roll initiative for you. Oh, I see. Represents character. Where's Admiral Wingblade? There he is. And let's roll for initiative for you. Okay, and then I'm going to order them by. There we go. Ascending. So we're going to do a surprise round where Jin, you get to have a turn before we start initiative, and then we're going to jump into the regular initiative order.
Okay. DC 14 strength saving throw. For this fella here with the lovely boater.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. DC 14 strength saving throw.
Mhm.
He rolled a 9.
Okay, 3d6 force damage. I don't know if I can click it straight on my sheet, so it might have to just be dice, if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they are grappled.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so that means 0 speed. Okay, hang on. And then minus 12? Cool. Okay. Yep. So yeah, he's taken 12 damage. He turns around. He says, "Aye, what's all this about?" And he seemed both very piratey and very like disgruntled. You have successfully done that. Would you like to make any other movement or actions with your surprise round turn?
No, I probably will hold him there, and I'll be like, "What are you lot doing?"
Would you like to roll an intimidation or a persuasion check to see if they'll answer you?
I would love to, but I won't because I am in no way intimidating or persuasive.
All right. Top of the round. It is Otto's turn.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna move dash. Should be able to get myself just in front of Zin. A position I imagine I'm frequently in. And bonus action Shield of Faith. And just call it answer the boy. No, I don't answer the boy. You didn't say what are you doing? No, you did say what are you doing here. That's right. Yeah, I say answer the boy.
Would you like to roll an intimidation check?
Nope.
Okay.
Actually, I probably should. I am pretty good at that. Yeah. I'll go for that.
Damn. I'll roll for Admiral Wingblade. That's his real name. He's not known by any other names. I got another natural one. He is like, I'm just following orders, mate. Just doing what I was told so that we can go ahead and do the concert. And then the T-Rex growls at him and he's like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that."
I hear the concert is going to be explosive.
Yeah, so that's your turn, Otto. Next up is going to be Henry. Henry is going to let's see. I can make 4 attacks with my tendrils and then make 1 bite attack. So from what I can see right now, I can only see 2 people. So I'm going to move here in front of you guys. Henry says,
yeah. Did he enter my reach just now?
No, he was already adjacent to you.
He is within my reach. That's fair.
So he is going to use his grasping tendrils. So can you please? Let me
You've
see.
been
Grasping
grappled, though,
tendril.
Penny.
Tendril. So that is going to be melee weapon attacks. So there we go. The first one is going to be 23. Who's at the front? 23 against Otto.
Yep. Sorry, give me a hot second because I got Shield of Faith up. I think that just gives me a +2.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So that should be a hit.
Okay, and then the second one is going to be against Jin. It's also a 23.
Oof.
So you are both grappled. The escape DC is 15. You are restrained, and you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And the tendrils they're attacking you with are also the aren't targets. He's going to use reel, so he's going to pull each creature 25 feet towards himself. So I'm going to move Jin over here.
Isn't that just grappled creatures? Oh, sorry, Zid. Sorry, I saw Radagin.
Yeah.
I saw Radagin measuring. I thought that was you.
No, so you're both going to be pulled in, and then he's going to use a bite attack against Jin, because he gets 1 bite attack with this turn. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that
Oh
hit.
no. So I'll roll that attack damage. That is going to be a total of 33 piercing damage. And he says, "Would you like to do the tentacle dance?"
No.
I'm furiously flipping through my features. I think I have something for you.
Right.
Nope, I don't. Carry on with your day.
Next up in the order is going to be Jin.
Okay, sorry, I'm just walloping my hit points down with that utterly ridiculous kind of behavior.
Really sorry about the natural 20.
I
I mean, I'm not, but also
no,
that
you're
was like
not in the
first damage.
slightest.
Yeah.
Okay, I will use my Misty Step bonus action.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely. That lets you teleport, and you're no longer grappled.
Yep. And I will. There's a sort of this flash of sort of, I don't know, blue light or something around me as I sort of concentrate, and I zip out of
an enormous T-Rex. Smart.
I'm going next to this guy. This is the plan.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna have to hit him, aren't I think. So I will use my to make 3 attacks with my longswords, if that's fine with you.
Go right ahead. Please do.
There's a 28.
28 hits.
For 6 points of damage.
Yep.
14?
14 does not hit. He's able to parry you with his awesome looking wing blade.
I'm sort of looking quite intently at that as I bring the other sword up for a 16.
16 does hit.
So 14 points of damage in total.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? He takes those hits and he takes them like a regular dude. Like he takes those hits a lot harder than you were expecting.
Right. Okay.
Shit, we're just beating up a guy.
He's an admiral.
Where's your ship now? Is all I can think of.
Okay. Next up, Radagin.
Right, I'm gonna.
You're currently not seen. I'll throw that out there for you as well. They don't know that there's more than 2 of you here.
All right.
By the way, does anyone like the time that I spent photoshopping these tokens?
I am hating it and loving it. Does that make you happy?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for. Thanks.
I'm gonna go over here. So I'm just gonna, hearing like there's a bit of a kerfuffle happening. I get to about, I think it's about here. Do I see them?
Yes, you have line of sight on. Let me see. Actually, let me just make sure. Yes, you've got line of sight on them from there.
All right. And I just see the tentacle guy. I'm just like, oh, you know what? I reckon we should all just sit down, let go, everybody, and just relax and sit here for a while and cast suggestion.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. What am I? Am I rolling a saving throw?
Yeah. Wisdom 18.
Oh, that one's not going to be great.
Nice.
That's a 5.
Hey. So now they have to sit down, relax, let go of him, and just sit there for a while.
Am I forced to use my reaction? What's the, or is it just on my turn I obey? Like on the Roper's turn? I mean, on the Octopus's turn they obey.
I believe it's on their turn that they obey. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Can you please remind me when we get back to Henry?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Next up is, oh, sorry, that was your movement and your action. Do you have any bonus actions that you'd like to use?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay, next up is Tiffany Valentine.
Okay, so Tiffany, in traditional rogue spirit, is going to dash as a bonus action after she moves, which can get her all the way over to here.
Very nice.
With an action still in place, and is going to fire said crossbow that she has been drawing as short bow. Apologies, I'm lying to you. As she's been like running, and fire that off, and we're hoping that hits.
Who are you aiming for?
I'm aiming for the roper that's sitting there chilling.
Okay. Does that affect suggestion at all?
It does as soon as it takes damage. Suggestion ends.
Oh shit!
Would you like to choose a different target? Because you just heard him cast the spell.
Yeah. Okay. So I think maybe then I'll go for the next biggest target.
Okay. So you need to move back a little bit because we've got the.
Yeah. Can I move to like there and then?
Yeah, you've got line of sight there if you're going for the dinosaur.
Yeah. Cool. Great. Then that's what I'm doing. Does a 20 hit?
20 sure does hit the big unarmored dinosaur in this case.
Okay. I would like to do a few things because my short bow hits. So we've got some damage there. Then we've got some sneak attack damage because.
Did you have advantage on that hit? Why do you get sneak attack?
Well, because you said that we weren't seen.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I did say that. Well done. Congratulations on remembering things that I say and then using them against me.
And also because of my like class feature stuff, I have like whales from the grave is what it's called.
Okay, so some whales are going to come out of the grave?
Large whale. No, Welsh people.
Yeah, and so I'm just doing a quick measure to make sure this is still true. Yes, I can just get the pirate.
Okay. His name's Admiral Wingblade, actually.
Yeah, it says within 30 feet of the first creature. So yeah, I can get Admiral Wingblade.
Thank you.
And it will do 4d6 of necrotic damage as there's just screams of dead things happening in his ears.
A bunch of Welsh people rise from the grave and trap him in a conversation going, I died in a coal mine.
He puts his hands over his ears and he says, I'm haunted by my actions.
So that happens. Yay. And that
Okay.
is Tiffany's turn.
It now is Admiral Wingblade's turn. He is going to look around at his options. He did not like that this rogue popped out of nowhere. And also she looks like a little girl, and that looks like the best of the targets that he has available to him. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, and you could take an attack of opportunity if you like.
I will indeed. 16.
Yep, 16 does hit.
11 points of slashing damage.
Oh, and then 4, 5.
Bad news, at 4 he gets into my 10-foot reach and
Okay.
Sentinel goes off.
Oh, nice.
So I get an attack of opportunity. And if that hits, his speed is now 0.
Okay, it does hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, you'll love to hear it. And I've realized this doesn't account for Divine Smite, so this is going to be plus another D8. How do I roll just a straight up D8? Not Divine Smite.
Look at the left
On the
side. The second to bottom, there's a dice. If you highlight
And
over it, it gives you a bunch of options.
We're talking roll 20 screen.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that on my bottom left.
Sorry, top left. Of the screen in
gotcha.
Roll20? Yeah,
let's
in the
go.
menus.
So 8 slashing, 5 radiant.
Okay, I'm just gonna check something.
Not bad for a reaction, eh?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Get back here.
Okay, so I can't move anymore, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wingblade. So Admiral Wingblade can swing his sword, causing a large gust of wind to push everyone in a 30-foot cone backwards. Creature of medium size or small in the cone must make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw or be pushed back 30 feet. So let me see.
I think that should be Tiffany and I, 30-foot cone.
Yeah,
Eyeballing
both
it.
both of you are within that. So can you please roll me DC 16 Constitution saving throws? Fail.
No, I can't.
Meets beats.
Yay.
I'm still grappled by the octopus. How does that interact?
I'm
pushed back anyway, I assume, but I still
I'm the
can't move with
DM,
my
so
own
I'm going to say
accord.
that the suggestion has taken place.
Ah,
So
he's relinquished me.
the grip on you is loosened. So can you please? Yeah.
I also need to ask, is there anything extra for small creatures? Because I am technically small.
Yeah, so medium or small creature, there's nothing extra. You
Okay, cool.
passed the DC, so you aren't affected by this. Otto, can you please move yourself back in a straight line until you hit a piece of terrain, which would be like
Which is like
literally right
straight
behind you.
away.
Yep.
Bonk.
So the last piece of this ability is a creature that hits a wall, an object, or another creature takes 3d10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Roll it.
Jeez.
I'm just trying to see if I can get the... Does it do it? Oh, yeah, there we go. That is 20 bludgeoning damage against you.
That is not
That's the
called
attack.
tickle you with a
Ah.
sword.
Hold on, that's a natural 20 on an attack.
Yeah, it's called tickle you with a sword. What would it be called? Anything else?
Oh my god.
So that's going to be a total of... why is it 18 plus 16? Oh, it's done it twice. That's my bad.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
because
No.
it's because you
That's the-
way I
crit
wrote
on
it.
the attack
Yeah.
portion.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about that. There's no crit on this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 18 bludgeoning damage as you're pushed back into the rock.
Cool. I take
that is-
I take a crispy 18. I need to make a concentration save on Shield of Faith. I lose Shield of Faith.
No.
Okay. Next up is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Dorothy is going to move forwards 1. And then she is going to make a bite attack against Jin. So I'll roll that. T-Rex is one of my favorite things to throw at players.
I've never
that's
fought a T-Rex.
Yeah,
That-
I've literally
Neither.
never used dinosaurs.
that's a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And then that's going to be 23 piercing damage.
Ooh. I will use
Ah.
my reaction to cast my protective field with my psychic, which will reduce it by D10 plus my intelligence modifier. So I roll a D10 quickly.
Oh, can you also please roll me a DC 17
Grapple.
it's grapple check. So you could choose athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics it is. DC, what was it? Sorry there, Penny?
17.
Oh, 17. I thought it was 27. I was like, no, that's not gonna.
Cool. You manage to avoid being picked up in the mouth of the T-Rex, so you take the bite damage, but it does not pick you up in its mouth. And then the T-Rex is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. How much total speed does it have? 50 feet. 25,
Wow.
30, 35, 40. What's the range on that tail attack? Reach 10 feet. Nice. They're going to go here, and we're going to do a tail attack against Otto.
Slap me.
That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, as it happens, that hits.
It's 18 bludgeoning damage as the T-Rex whips at you with its tail.
Yep.
That is the T-Rex's turn. We're back to the top of the round. Otto.
Yeah. Not super thrilled about what's going on, but give me one hot second. I'm just trying to catch a dinosaur is a beast, isn't it?
It is. Yes, that's
Yeah,
why
sick.
you can polymorph into one.
Yep. I have no idea why this is on my character sheet, actually, because looking at it, I don't see how I could have this spell, but apparently I have Dominate Beast. That doesn't make sense. Let's ignore that for a hot second until I understand why that's... Oh, I know why. Oath of Conquest. I'm going to Dominate Beast on the dinosaur.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Wisdom save DC 16.
Wisdom save DC 16. All right,
Yeah.
let's try that out.
How
Oh.
smart is this Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Uh,
Dorothy?
apparently not smart enough.
Oh,
Cool. So concentration up to a minute. I have a telepathic link with it. I can use it to issue commands to the creature, which it does its best to obey.
Cool. What's your telepathic command to Dorothy?
And until the end of my next turn, it only takes the actions I choose and doesn't do anything that I allow it. This is on subsequent turns I can use my full action. So for for now, I'm going to tell Dorothy stand between us and the Admiral.
Okay. It obeys on
then-
its turn, right?
Yes, to the best of its ability, and then
Okay.
on my turn, I can give further command. Also, because the Roper is, I assume, still benign. The octopus is
Thank
still
you, yeah.
benign. I'm gonna
Henry
back.
the octopus.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up just to here. Actually, I'm gonna go next to Tiffany here.
Oh, that's fine. The Roper does not take an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity
yeah,
against you,
cool.
nor does the T-Rex.
And
Is that all you'd like to
here-
do with your turn?
Yeah, here endeth the turn.
Okay. Next up is the Roper. Tom, would you remind me what the command that you gave to Henry the octopus was?
the command was to relax, let everyone go, and sit down for a while.
You would mistake this Roper for a moment for a jellyfish, as it just sort of like, kind of like relaxes its
Ugh.
goop and becomes more of a puddle than like a stalactite shaped creature that it currently is. Were there any other commands, or is that all?
No, that was all.
And does it make another saving throw, or is it only when it takes damage?
Only when it takes damage, and it must follow the command until it's pretty much done. So it's interpretation of a while.
And he sort of goes, you know what? I think I'd like to do a tentacle dance for a little while. And he like slinks down into the ground, becoming a sort of puddle of octopus. Next up is Jin.
I don't know if I want to know what a tentacle dance is.
No.
You know?
I'll tell you a secret. I've never heard a lot of these Wiggle songs before. I just googled the lyrics. Some of them I know, some of them I do not know. I have younger siblings, but I was a teenager and was not paying a lot of attention.
Mm-hmm.
I say
I'm-
out loud, does anybody else feel like a fruit salad right now?
Ooh, yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
That's one of the ones I do know.
Oh, I was thinking about a hot potato.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato.
Have you guys seen the mashup of fruit salad and psychosocial?
No, but that sounds
It,
great.
it's flawlessly in tempo, and it's just like them intercutting, going like the first step. Love
So
that
good.
shit.
All
We're
right.
gonna have to have like a censor bleeper button for Matt's swear words.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough. I'll be good on the day. I promise.
Then will go up to the admiral and he will strike him.
Okay,
Yep.
that hits.
For 11 points, and he will increase that with his sonic strike, which will add an extra 10. So what's that? 13.
Describe to me how you slay Admiral Wingblade.
Oh,
Oh
Ooh.
dear. I guess he's from behind, so he doesn't see. He probably doesn't see me. I just stride up, and I'll bring it down on top of him, and probably it will carve him straight through the middle, and he will slide off into two pieces and flump to the floor.
As
Nice.
a reaction, I extend my hand and just there's like a weird sort of glow that travels towards me, and as I flip my little hand up, you see like there's a little pewter feather just
Okay.
on my hand, and I'm like,
So the T-Rex and the octopus are currently not aggressive towards you. So unless you would like to pick fights with them, combat is currently over, as you have found evidence of treachery, and now you actually roll me insight.
it's like halfway. We saw a concert being planned, right?
oh,
I'm gonna
feel like we just ran into some random people.
and just killed one of them. We just killed
Yeah.
a guy and stole his pets.
Oh,
I'm
feel
gonna
so,
forego
bad.
insight. by
Okay,
the
that's
way.
fine. Yeah, so Jin and Tiffany, the guy who wanted you to kill the Giggles. Sorry, it took me a second to remember the actual name of the band. The guy who wanted you to kill the Giggles said to go to the canyon and you would find evidence of treachery. You've been down here. They were clearly
Yeah.
up to something that they just finished. You're unsure of what it was, but you did find evidence of treachery. So it might be time to because we've only got about a little bit more than an hour left to head back to town and maybe confront them with whatever they're up to here, because they clearly sent some people ahead to do something down here.
Yeah, to head back to town and start the final combat.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Could I touch myself along the way, or
What?
perhaps short rest?
Sorry, what?
Lay on hands.
You are welcome to heal yourself or use your healing potions that I gave
Ooh,
you at the start.
No,
of
I
the-
don't have healing potions. I gave them to my compatriots because I clearly wouldn't need healing.
Tiffany just gives one back to you and goes, I don't understand healing.
Would I have an opportunity to just do it the old-fashioned way?
And I'm like, I also don't understand breathing. If you
Uh,
just stop, it's great.
Matt, I will say that if you wanted to, like, the time frame of when the concert is supposed to start probably doesn't lend a lot of time to taking a rest before
Alright.
you should head
I
back to town.
will 44 plus 4 healing potion myself.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Glug glug. Plus 4, that'll be a 13.
Yep, cool.
You know
That's
what, I
that's
can
fine.
accept that.
Jin, are you okay? You took
Yeah,
quite a
no,
walloping
I
from
will
that net
be-
20.
I will be healing myself. Glug, glug, glug as we sprint back to town.
Cool. You have 2 potions, so you're welcome to do that twice if you
I
want.
might do that twice, yeah, because that hurt.
There's a +4 on that as well, so 13.
Yeah. And 14. So
Hot
27.
dog.
Dog diggity dog. That's a different show, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Mickey and Friends.
I have a young niece and nephew, and these songs are burned into my brain, including every Wiggle song.
My first concert was the Wiggles live.
Hey!
So you rush out of this.
you?
You rush out of this cave, back to the elevator. You start, like running the elevator. You just leave Henry and Dorothy behind. They're fine. They probably like it in the cave. And you start pulling yourselves
I
up.
steal their hats. I've
Okay.
definitely stolen their hat.
Okay, that's fine. You now have either of their hats that you could be wearing. As you are pulling yourself up, you hear a sound coming from the planes above you. Roll perception checks with a DC of 15.
Except me. Unaware, blissfully, perhaps.
Oh, 2 9s in a row. No.
Perception. Oh, I'm sorry. Themberchord just appeared on my DM screen.
Jin, you are able to hear a low, like a very low rumbling rhythmic noise. And Tiffany, with your natural 20, you're able to make out the cadence of this. It goes toot toot chugga chugga toot toot chugga chugga toot toot chugga chugga toot toot chugga chugga.
Of course it does.
And as you reach the top of the elevator and you see out across the plains, there is a vehicle speeding along past you towards Ludus and Lusor. It is an enormous Crimson War Machine that is heading straight to the town, which you very much enjoy.
I mean, that's kind of cool. I do point it out to
Yeah.
everybody and tell them what it's saying.
Chugga
No.
chugga toot toot
Yeah.
chugga chugga.
Now,
I'm
correct me
like-
if
Yeah. Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not your usual concert fare, is it?
Roll me a history check.
Yeah, I think Tiffany doesn't know.
Oh, I don't know. It might be.
This is the first time you've ever been to a concert, so maybe everybody rolls around in enormous Crimson War Machines. You're not sure.
Huh.
Hell yeah, I just got dinner.
Uh,
I got dinner and a drink. I think in every D&D game I've played for Yes and I've been eating during it so far, and it's all thanks to you. I love you. I just revealed the enormous Crimson War Machine.
Okay.
Thank you, honey.
I feel like we should definitely do something about that. Like, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. I just don't want to like run in front of it because I feel like it really won't care.
And we
My
get in front of it.
My intelligence isn't that good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
All I'll tell you for a 5 is that by the time you walk to where it is, it would have made it to town by now.
Yeah,
Like by the time you
100%.
walk there, it'll be already in town. So, it's far enough away that like you're probably not targeting it with any spells.
Yeah, okay. I just turn to everybody and I'm like, so run?
That sounds like a good idea. Let's see if there's anything to make me faster.
Make me everyone. We're going to do a group athletics check. The DC is going to be 18.
Okay.
And so how this works is, oh no, that's a bad start.
Oh.
Like,
How
Light
this
work,
works
no
is
reaction.
I add them all up and I divide them by 4. But I can tell already that even if Julz gets a natural 20, that we're not meeting this one.
I'm still digesting
Here we
the
go,
potion.
here we go.
I do love that the
20.
small Dampier rogue is somehow like better though.
I'm like still downing the potion that he like, oh god, that looks bad. And I'm like, oh.
Radagin runs about 15 feet and then starts coughing profusely. 'Cause-
Just like a
Just-
real hearty bong cough.
Yeah.
Just
This is
checking.
so unfit.
That's unfortunate.
You guys run back to town before I sort of like finish the results of this roll. Does anyone have any, spells or abilities or anything that would let them bypass this bad roll? Like
I can-
teleporting, anything like that?
I can dimension door 500 feet. I'm just seeing how many can I.
You can only bring one person of your
I can
size
only
onto
bring
the
one
wall.
person. Yeah. So if anyone wants to try and get there with me,
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing that would help us get there faster, honestly.
Me neither.
You
Yeah.
run, and so you run. You run back to Ludus and Lusor as fast as your lungs will allow you to.
That stitch is slowing me down.
And
Maybe
by
I
the
need to
time
quit.
by the time you make it back to town, by the time you make it back to the market, a throng of people has gathered. N-
No, you didn't use their actual tokens.
wait, what? Didn't I? I thought I did.
No, I mean, like, how could you?
Oh right, I see. You didn't. Okay, I was like, yes, I did. What are you talking about? A throng of people has gathered as the four skivvied, different, like brightly skivvied bards have exited their enormous Crimson War Machine and are gleefully addressing the crowd in front of them. They are asking such questions as, "Are you ready to giggle?" and other things of that nature. Hang on, someone's pinged me in here. It's probably Amy telling me I'm in trouble. We may need to redrop player tokens.
Right.
Okay, that's a good point. I'll do that now.
Yeah, okay, so are you ready to giggle?
Yeah, and other such
I-
questions of this nature.
I hate everything about this.
Are they making like finger guns?
Are we, like, I'm looking around my party and I'm like, are we dealing with that? Like, are we just dealing with that?
Yeah, I'm just heading straight towards it. Swords drawn. I'm gonna kill the
Okay,
yellow
so
wiggle.
yeah, so you start heading towards it, swords drawn, and as I realize that's happening, I just like boop you on the back, and you go invisible. So that way you can like go on stage invisible and do what you need to do, right? Like, yeah, I
Okay.
boop you with invisibility.
Is it regular invisibility or greater invisibility?
It's just like normal invisibility. It comes from my shadow touchedness, so I can do second level illusion.
Does it I'm unfamiliar with this ruling. I know regular invisibility breaks when you make an attack because you're concentrating on it.
Yeah,
Does it
it
break when the
definitely will
target makes
break.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
a
the
spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So as long as he
Yeah.
just
as long as he does
stab-
nothing,
Yes, there.
yeah.
he remains invisible unless perceived by see invisibility or true sight. He can still be sensed by things like tremor sense and blind sight. It will end either when the caster's concentration ends, they drop concentration on the spell, or when they make an attack or cast a spell.
So I just boop him and I go, protect me to everybody.
Okay, so I've got a thing to do here. Alex, we can see here there's a large crowd of people. Invisibility doesn't mean that you can't touch people. So are you going left or are you going right?
I'm liking the look of the right path.
Okay, so you're going this way?
Yep.
Can you please roll me, I'm going to say an acrobatics check, because it's not really stealth, you are trying to dodge people. So can you roll me an acrobatics check? DC's going to be 17 to try and snake your way through this crowd without alerting anyone that there's an invisible person around.
Oh
No, I cannot.
Sick. Love that.
It.
Oh,
I
dear.
don't really even bother. I just go straight
Doesn't
through the
even-
middle of
Beeline.
it.
Yeah.
Doesn't even
Yeah.
You're like,
occur to
oh,
you.
hey,
People
what was
being
that?
smacked
Nothing.
left,
Okay.
right, all over the place.
And the
I love
time
it.
that it took Shin to walk from here to here, you can reposition yourselves where you would like to be. But please go ahead and place yourselves.
How
It-
far up can we get?
Probably no further. Like you wouldn't be able to get through the crowd, so you would be at the back of the crowd on either side.
All right, mein Gott, muss
Yeah,
der Schein, der
I'm
already
on this
started.
Yeah, like there somewhere. And I'm
Right.
like,
I need to
I'm
get
like
close.
here looking at you guys. Didn't even try.
I know. Right, we're just gonna make our way close. Let's go.
And the people in the crowd start noticing that an invisible person is pushing through them, and they start reacting because, again, they are fans of
sense.
children's content. For the point of about to do a combat, I'm going to rule that they are not children. So
Thank
we'll
you,
just say
please.
like
they
that
are
Auckland show,
adult.
yeah.
They're bronies. They're the adult fans of a children's media. They are all at the age where violence and such things are okay to have.
Let it be
around
known,
them.
the original Wiggles do R18 shows now.
I know, yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
They did a collab with Tame Impala.
The
Also, the main guy, the founder, his name is Jeff Fat. These are things that I know about the Wiggles.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
All right, so here, let me just pull up some stat blocks. So when you
FATT, for those curious.
push through the crowd and the crowd notices you, I'm just gonna check my spell lists. The yellow one is going to, and I've literally called her the yellow one. Is going to point down at the area that's being shoved aside and say, "Oh well, look, we've got ourselves. Hey everyone, we've got ourselves an extra fan today. Why don't you come out and say hello?" And they're going to cast dispel magic on you, and you appear with swords in your hands as the wait, did I say wiggle? No, I said giggle.
You say giggle.
All
Giggle.
four of the giggles look somewhat like weirdly pleased to see someone advancing on them like this. And they all start to giggle as we roll initiative again. So hang on, before we do that, I gotta clear it. How do I do that? Remove all turns. Clear. Okay. So are we all familiar with how to roll?
Click my token.
What a waste of a natural 20.
Ah, so annoying to be at the bottom. Hate it.
The red one.
Ball so hard. I can't be fucking tamed. That's 8.
Okay, and then let's get these sorted.
Look at me just raw dogging this
Oh,
combat
the
with a
purple,
plus
wait, the purple one
1.12
and the
to
blue one
initiative.
didn't get initiative. Hang on, I gotta re-roll some of these.
That's Jeff. That's Mr. Fat.
So the purple one.
Oh no, it's the new purple one, the young one.
Yeah.
Wait, why hasn't
Yeah.
it come up in initiative? Can you guys see the purple one? Because I rolled it and then it just doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah,
appear.
no, you're right. Well, he is tied with the. No, he's showing up as a second red one for me. No, hold on now.
Oh, hang on a second. I know what's probably happened. Hang on.
Oh, it's because you haven't sorted yet?
Yeah, no, I probably haven't attached them to the thing that we had before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the list. We're going to roll initiative again in just a second, and I'm going to make sure that they're all properly attached to
Can I
the.
keep my previous roll?
Yes, you can. Yeah, if you remember
Okay.
what it was, that's fine. I'll make sure that is okay. So just give
I
me a
don't
moment.
remember.
Yours is in the chat.
Yes, an 8.
No, I don't remember.
You have no idea? You have no
I mean,
recollection of that?
I can't seem to
Well,
find it.
good thing it's recorded in the chat.
Stop pointing it
No
out,
need
man!
to remember.
Why you do me like that, bro?
So Amy, you're probably
Thought
going
we
to
were
need
friends.
to. You're probably going
I'm
to
a
need to cut
stickler.
this part as well.
No, this is good banter. Keep it in. Keep it in.
Okay.
Makes us
This is-
human.
This is also me being incompetent, which I don't like people to see.
Aw, but
It
like
humanizes you, Penny.
exactly.
Who needs
Otherwise-
that?
Otherwise, we all genuinely think you're a robot, you know?
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
like all of the things that you do, I don't think a normal human could like do them. How many charities are you on?
For real.
I think on top of my head I can think of 4, but I think there's
Yeah.
going to be at least one more there.
I was gonna say the absolute Samaritan graciousness when I found out that Penny works for a charity that she is not raising money for. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna kick up this charity stream. Should I raise money for my charity? No. Let's pick another one.
No. Let's pick a different. So good.
Okay, so we've got 1. Blue. Red.
1 wiggle, 2 wiggle, red wiggle.
Oh,
Where's my?
I was
Very
drinking.
good.
I was drinking, and I was like, I hear what you're doing, Dr. Seuss.
You know where we're going.
But my gin's very good. So I was enjoying it.
Your protein shake. Your
Yeah, cut that out.
so yeah, I've been drinking milkshakes all night.
Okay, now can I roll initiative? Yes.
I like to froth up the milk first, and
That
then I
makes
add the
sense.
chocolate powder. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
now you may roll initiative, and you can either use your new score or your old score. Either is fine.
How do I manually?
You should be able to double click it and then just change it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You just click the number.
Yeah, let's do.
But don't
let's-
forget to press enter after you write it in, otherwise it doesn't stick.
We got Jin, we got Tiffany, we've
Uh-huh.
got we're still waiting on the other two.
Sorry.
Otto,
Oh. Ah, right. I've done the classic thing where I didn't select the token before.
Sorry, where do I put it again? Oh,
you
gee.
just make sure your token is selected,
Yep.
And then,
and then
roll
open your character
initiative.
sheet, and then roll initiative.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh, okay, that's everyone. So go ahead and edit it if you want to use your old score, because I made a mistake. That's my bad.
I use my
Or
own
if your new one is
score.
better.
I mean, I did think about keeping my 14, but
Yeah, cool. So mine was a 20 last time.
Okay, first up is going to be the yellow one.
Whoa.
She smiles and dances a little bit, and she says, "Wake up, Jeff! Everybody's giggling," and she's going to cast Tasha's hideous laughter against the person that she has seen. So, do the thing. Tasha's hideous laughter. Shin, can I please get you to roll a wisdom saving throw DC 17?
I want to know why they hate us. Like, why?
No, I cannot.
Oh,
Cool.
No,
You are now
no.
affected. You are now affected by Tasha's hideous laughter. I don't know how I send it to the chat.
There should be a little speech bubble next to the spell, I think.
Yeah.
No, because I'm not selecting it from the character sheet because I ran out of time to actually design their spell list, so I'm just using the compendium. You fall prone and you are incapacitated and unable to stand up for 1 minute. And at the end of each of your turns, or each time you take damage, you can make another wisdom saving throw. And if you beat it, then it ends. But for now, you are incapacitated.
Okay, I'm rolling around the floor.
And she's going to
Love
dance her little way over here. She's smiling and waving to all the commoners in the crowd. As she does that, that's her turn over. Otto, you're up.
Yeah. I would like to use my movement. Let me make a quick measurement. Okay, so I should be able to move 10 feet from there. I would like to, yes, given diagonals, I will be able to get around the cart to this location. And then I would like to use as an action. As a bonus action, I will cast Shielded Face again, and then as an action, I would like to use my Conquering Presence. I require every creature within each creature of my choice, rather within 30 feet of me, needs to make a Wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me. I would like to choose the 4 Gigglers and also all audience members within 30 feet
Commoners
of
as
me.
well. I'm just going to roll. I haven't given the commoners an initiative.
Yeah, I'm attempting to make them frightened of me.
They move on count 20. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do one wisdom saving throw for all 12 of them.
Just to make it more complicated, any that are within 10 feet of me will not be able to move.
What did the commoners get 19?
The commoners got 19. The commoners are not scared of you. They are
commoners are not
way
scared.
more into the concept. Some of them think this might be part of it, kind of like a Globetrotters game.
It's the
Okay,
storming
so
the field.
the red one, the blue one, and the purple one all need to make wisdom saving throws.
Yeah, all of them wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I got too many. All right, so the yellow one's fine. Wait, the yellow one not fine?
The yellow one, I cannot see the roll.
No, what I meant was distance. The
Oh
yellow
no,
one got
30 feet. They are all within range.
the yellow one got 18.
The yellow one is passed.
The red one got a natural 20.
Unfortunate.
The blue one.
The blue one is a bubble blowing baby and will fail his roll.
Got a 9 and he did fail his roll. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And Mr. Fat is insecure about both his name and his weight.
You know
No
more about
fat
the Burgisser than me.
shaming.
No, it is because he's
Yes.
skinny. It is incongruous with his family name.
So the red one and the yellow one pass. The blue one and the purple one fail. What? So they're now frightened of you?
They're frightened of me, and the two of them are also within 10 feet of me. So they can't. They have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks. They cannot. Their speed is 0, and they cannot move towards me.
Okay. That's totally fine. Is that all that you want to do with your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is going to be the blue one. Let me. Oh, this is a funny one. Okay. The blue one is going to cast. The blue one's going to say, "Wake up, Jeff. We really need you." And he's going to cast mass suggestion on the commoners.
Oh no.
Any
Oh.
commoners within 10 feet of me can add my charisma score to the saving throw.
Okay, that's going to be all of them then. What's your charisma score?
Will be a +3.
Okay. So they all get +3 to this. As a wisdom saving throw, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Can I counterspell that?
You may.
Cool.
Oh,
I
marvelous.
will.
The
Wait.
blue one is going to use its reaction to counterspell your counterspell.
I never get tired of this. Okay, blue one's counterspell is an ability check, so he will have disadvantage on that.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. That is a. Can you remind me how counterspell works when it's an ability check? I just roll
So,
based on this spell.
Yeah, he has to make a check against the. It depends on the level of. Okay, it actually depends on the level of Radagin's counterspell and the level of the blue Giggles counterspell. So, Radagin,
Yeah.
what level is your counterspell?
It'll be a 3rd level, so just
Okay.
usual, yeah.
So
I
third
didn't-
level would by default cancel third level counterspell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mass
okay.
suggestion is a 5th level spell. Yeah. So yeah, by default that's fine. So we're gonna go ahead with the mass suggestion.
Yeah.
Let me just. Sorry, I truly ran out of time to properly design these spell
perfectly
lists.
fine.
I think they're fun though. You guys are gonna hate them when we really get things moving. So up to 12 creatures of your choice that within range that you can that can hear and understand you.
Type like get it in
It's
the
a
chat
it's
again.
a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw. I've got it. That's fine. Commoners are going to make a wisdom saving throw. They get +3. They fail. They did not beat the mass suggestion DC. And the blue one is going to be like, audience, friends, defend us. And the commoners are going to roll
No.
into.
Oh no.
The commoners are now going to roll into initiative.
Bad.
No.
I mean,
Cast the fireball. I can take it.
So they rolled pretty low. So
Are they coming in? Are they coming in this round or next round?
They're coming in this round because they rolled real low, so they're at the end of initiative.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That is the blue one is gonna stay where he is, I think.
Chicken grease.
Now next up is the red one. The red one is going to cast. This is gonna be quite fun. The red one is going to cast delayed blast fireball, and he's going to hand you. They're basically just going to reach out and hand you something, and you take it without thinking because we've established that you don't think about stuff. And he says, "Hot potato," and he's going to hand you. He's going to hand you a hot potato.
But I'm so hot.
Just heads up, I think I've been skipped. I'm not sure what happened.
Hot dog. He has.
Oh yeah, hang on a second. For some reason, it's gone.
Oh, it's just because it was Radagin, then Otto.
Oh,
I see. Radagin, I'll let you
Ah.
take your turn at the end of this action, and then we'll skip back.
Quick.
I am
Cool.
sorry, I must have
No,
sorted it
good.
wrong.
all good.
Okay, so we're up to the red one. So he hands you the fireball, and he's just gonna step back towards the enormous Crimson War Machine. Would you like to? Do you want to take any actions as he stands back?
Me?
Yeah, you. He stepped away from you.
I mean, technically, I get a reaction.
Yeah. Would you want to
Yeah,
use it?
let's go for it. Yeah, I will. I don't imagine that the yellow is going to get any closer. So as he attempts to leave my reach, I will make an opportunity attack. It's bad.
Yeah, you don't hit, but on the positive
I
side, that
imagine I'm
means that
too
he
busy
does.
catching the potato.
Yeah, on the positive side, it means that he's not going to make a concentration check for the hot potato. So,
my potato.
yeah, so that's fine. Next up, we'll go red again, and then we'll put you in your proper order. Thank you for reminding me. I wouldn't have picked that up on.
Oh, good. I totally missed it too. So I. Oh, hang on. There we go. I'm gonna move forward a little bit so the red wiggles. In my
Giggle.
range. I'm like
Copyright this
Sorry.
giggle.
Heavens be.
We'll just replace that. It'll be fine. I'm gonna go past this comment like, "Excuse me, coming through," and I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to. Sorry, 4 sorcery points to twin this. I'm gonna cast Hold Person at 4th level on pretty much all of them. That twin allows me to get another target, so they'll be all 4.
Okay.
And and they'll have to succeed on a Wisdom 18, or they're held, or they're paralyzed.
The red one failed. The blue one failed.
Yeah.
The purple one failed.
Yeah.
And the yellow one got a natural one.
Yeah.
So they're paralyzed.
Okay. As the red one stands still, his just from his jaw he says, "Wake up, Jeff! You're missing all the fun now." And is now the commoner's turn.
Oh no.
So like a bunch of these guys are gonna run over here.
Oh wait.
And so 5 of them are going to make. They're only commoners, so they don't really have a great thing. So they're all just going to make melee attacks against you. So I'm going to roll 5 melee attacks.
Oh, how I wish I
Miss.
still had my reaction.
Miss.
Oh.
That one hits. That one hits.
Oh.
What's your AC?
13.
So the 13 hits.
Yeah.
So can you please take 4 bludgeoning, 7 bludgeoning, 8 bludgeoning, and make 3 concentration checks against your hold person.
Sure things.
Yeah, you're not in range of my aura. I'm afraid you don't get a
No.
benefit on these
Okay.
saves.
So sorry. Constitution? Yep.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. Just all beat the. So you got to make 3 checks to beat. They all have to beat 10.
Do you have
Alright,
Warcaster?
No.
Oof. Roll it, baby.
Come
2
on.
out of 3. Yes.
All
on,
3
come
of
on.
them. And then 1, 2, 3 of them are gonna gang up on Otto. So I'll make 3 more club attacks.
Yeah.
15.
No, hold on. Just commoners, right?
Yeah.
They're not even afraid of me. 15 misses.
7
Misses.
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 Yeah. So those
Dunk,
3
dunk,
miss. These 2 are gonna gang up on Shin. 19.
I don't think you need to roll.
Oh right, that's right. I don't need to roll because you are paralyzed, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, paralyze is just advantage. It's not auto hit.
Oh, no, I'm incapacitated, so I'm taking a kicking. I'm
Same
Okay.
deal. Advantage.
Oh, is it just advantage? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one hits and you take
But-
2 damage.
You just hope it doesn't crit.
The second one misses. So you take 2 bludgeoning damage. And the
Okay.
remaining 2 commoners are going to run over here and deal with Tiffany.
I don't like that.
One's a 20, so the 20 hits you.
Yep.
You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I can take another wisdom saving throw because I'm taking damage and I get to
Yeah.
take it with advantage.
Go ahead.
Come on, here we go. Bugger.
DC was
Ugh.
17, unfortunately.
No, I still think this is hilarious as I'm being kicked on the ground.
By regular people
Yeah.
who you regularly save their
Right,
town.
yeah.
That's
Bad.
all the commoners. Tiffany Valentine, you're up.
I don't like this. But I try and like slap some sense into them.
Sure. Yep. So you want to
Basically.
make some non-lethal attacks against them?
I guess, because I don't think just talking to them is gonna do it. I'm not very persuasive.
Let me just double check. Let me just double check how mass suggestion works. Because they will be able to break out of it if the correct thing happens.
Yeah.
One moment.
You're right.
Okay, it actually doesn't say. It just says on a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. So I guess until concentration runs out.
Okay.
There's no rule written about
Like slapping
when
them
it
out
would
of it.
when it would go again. So I guess it actually is 24 hours as well. So
Ouch. Okay, so what happens is she goes to sort of slaps one of them
Yep.
with just, a unarmed strike, I guess,
Oh.
which doesn't do any
sorry, it
damage,
says
by
if
the way.
you or any of your companions damage a
Damage
creature
a creature
affected by
affected by
the
the
spell.
spell ends for that creature. Yeah.
But it
But-
says if you or your companions, which means
It's
it would
not
have to
cast by
be the
us.
giggles damaging. It would have to
Yeah.
be the giggles damaging them.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
slap this commoner, not knowing any better, right? Nothing happens, nothing changes, and I go, oh crap, because I'm not made to be on the ground getting attacked, really, like sort of, but not really. So, I think Tiffany decides to like gap it up on top of this canvas stand, like essentially. She's trying to get out of that situation and into somewhere that probably wouldn't take somebody else's weight. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what do I need to do to get up here?
That would just be either your choice, athletics or an acrobatics check.
Beautiful, because I'm better at acrobatics. So let's see how that goes. How's a 20?
God, I'm so glad you chose to go there. That's fine. You grab onto one of the ropes, and like you come down with it, and then you spring back up, and you do a cool little flip and land on top of the canvas. If you could see what I can see right now, you would be laughing so hard.
Boing.
Okay. Cool. I guess that's where I end up. I can dash. Oh no, I hide. So
Okay. Yep.
I just bounce up there and just duck and hide.
Roll me a stealth check.
Sure.
Pretty low DC. You're pretty small, and there's a lot of stuff happening. So 14 would be the DC. Yeah,
Oh my
easy.
God.
32.
This
Yeah,
is
well,
bad.
Shadow
actually-
she does.
Mm. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that's it. Thank you. Useless
Shen,
bloody turn.
Shen, you are up.
I think this is hilarious. Stop hitting me. I will attempt another wisdom saving throw.
Go ahead.
Make sure I'm on normal. Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
I have got indomitable, so I will attempt it. I will attempt it again.
Go ahead. Oh my god.
No.
Wow.
Alex, I'm so sorry.
That's
It's fine.
oh.
It's fine. I just yeah. I think this teenage Githyanki is very embarrassed at this point.
Right. So anything else you'd like to do with your turn? Okay,
Giggle.
the purple one is up. He is still, as far as I'm aware, paralyzed.
Yep, but he can make a wisdom save at the end of his turn.
Okay.
He has to beat 18.
He can still speak though, right?
I believe so. I'll just double check that. Yeah, there's nothing against speaking.
Okay. He says, "Wake up, Jeff, before this town is through." And he, for his turn, he will make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it paralyzed?
Ooh.
It fails.
Whew.
And from behind him, in the enormous Crimson War Machine, something happens. There is like a clunking noise as a piston is raised from within the machine and then slams down into the ground. And there is a ripple across the ground as from underneath the ground you hear something moving, something coming.
Good.
And before you could do or say anything else, Jeff himself bursts out of the ground in the center of the of the market.
Oh god, it's Mr. Fat.
That was there the whole time, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe you chose to go there. Tiffany, Valentine, you are like as this enormous, huge purple worm bursts out of the. Yeah, carry on. Go ahead.
It's
Swear
this
at me.
beautiful scene of like this thing bursts out and she just bounces off the canvas, and it's like that whole like.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw to properly land. DC, you're a rogue. This will be easy. DC 18 to land, and you can pop yourself kind of anywhere around that you want to land.
Yeah, nice. Okay. She bounces off and hits, I guess, here. Like somewhere
You can put
there.
yourself
Probably...
like anywhere around here if you want to. You do not have to be adjacent to it. You can go flying.
Then I will go fly over there. Close to a friend, right? Who seems to not be doing well, but also a friend. Yeah.
They have successfully woken up Jeff.
Oh no.
Where is but luckily Jeff is really low in the initiative order. So back to the top of the round. It is the yellow one's turn. By the way, I'm aware that we are 9:30. At 10 o'clock, I will give you guys the option to wrap up, or we can continue on until either I win or you do. But technically, if I win, I technically lose because that's not what a DM's supposed to do. The yellow one also paralyzed by this like really good hold person spell that has been holding us back for the last round. So I guess I will just make a wisdom saving throw, which I passed.
There it is.
But that's the end of the turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she breaks out. She can't do anything else. Radagin, you are up.
Radagin, right. First of all, I'm going to Misty Step, so I'm out of this group here, and I'm going to put myself on the top of this canvas bag over here. Canvas over here. Just wondering, because that's a spell. Am I able to still cast a spell as an action?
You can cast a cantrip as an action, but because you cast the spell, leveled spell as a bonus action, you can't cast a spell as an action.
Okay, understood. In that case, so I'll go up there and I will cast a firebolt at Jeff.
Honestly, good move.
Yep. So 23.
I don't even know what Jeff's AC is. 23 does hit.
Cool. Sweet, it does. Wait a minute. Have I just done that twice? Oh. Hang on, I'll do that manually.
I want to introduce my Jeff to your Jeff.
Aw.
Jeff.
That's cool. I like your Jeff.
Yep.
14.
Right. 14.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, that's it.
Cool. That is Radagin's turn. Otto, you are up.
Yeah. I'm thinking at the top of my lungs. Yeah. Oh god, this better work. Actually,
hope it
I'm gonna
does.
deal with the giggles. Never mind that. I'm gonna deal with the giggles first. Let's
Don't
go
forget,
for the.
you are holding the hot potato, just to make sure that we're on, that we are all up to speed on that.
God.
They can't omit allies from that though, can they? That's
You can roll me an Arcana check if you want to know what it is that you're holding. He just
I
handed you a
assume-
thing.
I assume it's simply a hot potato, and I'm gonna press on ahead. I'm gonna stand the guy that threw me this potato. That's the red guy. So
Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hit the red guy twice.
So we'll do this nice and slow because there's
Yep.
there's concentration checks to make partial way through.
Yep, go.
Yep, 19 does hit. Roll your damage.
Beautiful. Let's pump a hefty 3rd level smite into the guy. So that'll be this attack plus 5d8 actually. So the attack itself is 6 slashing plus that much radiant.
So it's 28 damage. So he needs
28
to roll a
damage.
concentration check that is half of that, which would be 14.
Yep.
Cool. So I'll just go ahead and roll that now. So hang on, I'll just take the 28 damage off.
Fail.
Oh, sorry. Minus 28. And then we will go ahead and roll that concentration check. Where's the red one? Here he is. That's 15. He
Wow.
passes.
All right, then.
Go ahead and
him again.
take an attack. Yeah.
Yep, run it back. Oh, sorry. Let me roll the hit first. How about that? 19.
19 hits.
So and just the slashing plus d8 radiant. So 17 damage total.
Oh,
and
he
then-
did not like that.
That's another
And then
concentration.
another
save.
concentration check. This one would be
Yeah.
just a 10. 1 of
Yep.
10. Oh, he passed again.
Yep. All good.
Since he's paralyzed, is there advantage on those attacks?
Yes.
But
Does he roll does he roll his wisdom check if he takes damage?
no, he's just held.
It's just that he's paralyzed. You're right. I forgot to account for that. So technically,
Go
I have
ahead,
advantage.
roll me both
yeah.
attacks
Let's
again, and it will just
do
do more damage
19s.
if you get a crit.
I do not.
Both of them hit, and they still hit.
I simply hit the guy. Yeah, that's me.
Okay. You are still just checking. You're
Mhm.
doing nothing with the hot potato.
Correct.
Okay. It is the blue one's turn. He rolls a wisdom saving throw.
What's he rolling against? Is this paralyzed or?
His paralysis. He rolled a
Okay.
natural one. If anything,
I
he's
love
more
that roll.
paralyzed than he was before.
His jaw locks up.
Probably should, because paralyzed creatures aren't supposed to talk.
Ah.
But we moved well past that.
Yeah,
It is the red one's turn. The red one is going to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Don't you do it.
16.
Good.
Did that do it?
No, 18.
Ah,
Ah,
Get out of here.
love it.
it is the commoner's turns. Let me see. These ones here are going to go stand in between Otto and the yellow one. These two are going to run up to Jeff and whack him because they were told to defend the giggles, but they weren't told from who. That one misses. Oh, one of them rolled a crit.
Yeah.
Get him.
That
Someone
is
has taken Jeff down.
7 bludgeoning damage from Jeff. No, not equals. These 3 here are going to wail on Otto again.
Oh,
So
Never
3
gets
club
old.
attacks. Any of those hit?
Nope.
These 2 here are going to. One of them's going to go for. Both of these guys are going to go for Jin. So I'll go ahead. Where's my thing? This combat got way more complicated than I had planned it to. Do either of them get advantage?
They should
Nope.
both
If they
get
are
advantage.
flanking.
Okay, first one missed
Only
it.
only if you're using flanking rules.
I would use it
Are
once
you?
per instance. I thought they had advantage because he was prone
Unincapacitated.
and incapacitated.
Yes, they have advantage
Yeah.
from prone. Yeah.
Yeah. So the second one does hit. So I'll roll attack on that. You take full bludgeoning damage, and you may re-roll your saving throw.
Here we go. Come on. I can see it now.
You ever start laughing and get beaten up at a children's concert?
And these two here, this one's going to run over and attack Jeff. Actually, why not? They're both going to do that. Oh man, there's so many things up here. I need to keep this tidier. One of them rolls a natural 1. One of them rolls a 21. The 21 hits. Jeff takes 3 more bludgeoning damage.
Love that for Jeff.
Honestly,
could be more effective than I have.
he doesn't have all that much health left at this point after all these attacks he's been taking.
So many.
That is the commoner's turn. Tiffany Valentine, you are up.
Oh god, I'm so confused.
Take out the giggles first, then we can focus on the large fat one.
Okay. Hideous laughter, right? Is what you're under. If I just kick you,
I get a wisdom saving throw. I get a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, kick me.
Yeah.
Kick me hard.
Well, the yellow
Okay.
one is still concentrating on it, so you are welcome to go for her as well if you want to.
A fat
Pro.
sneak attack would give you would make her. What am I trying to say? You roll a lot of dice, her save will be high.
Yeah, if you do more than 20 damage, her saving throw starts to go up.
Yeah, but I don't have advantage against her for any kind of reason, so it would make it a lot harder. Crap. I just I want Jin back in the fight. That's all I was trying to achieve. Damn it. I don't know how though.
You could. I would let you use your action to do a non-damaging attack to give him another opportunity.
I mean,
could-
my unarmed strike does no damage, so I can basically just, you know.
The damage.
Cool. Go ahead and re-roll your saving throw, Jin.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my god.
I gave up an action for that. I want you to know that.
I've got one more go of Indomitable, so I'm going again. This is it. Here we go.
Alright.
Run it back.
Come on.
You're an embarrassment to nature.
I mean, a +0. You have what
That
like a 10% chance, like a 15% chance, which is
Yeah.
pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Okay.
fine. You still have your bonus action and your movement. Or you could do, for example, you could like roll me something else to get some information about the battlefield or something.
No, I'm going to I'm gonna move over here. Sorry, you're on your own because I don't want to kill villagers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I can get to here, and then can I kind of like hide in there?
Yeah,
In-
go ahead and roll me a stealth
the,
check
like-
with disadvantage because you're hiding right next to Jeff.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm just trying to like duck into the kegs or something like that.
Stealth check, disadvantage, DC is going to be 20.
Okay.
I actually don't know if it was possible for you to fail that because you have a
You've
plus
rolled.
15.
Oh,
It
you
is.
rolled 30, 20, not 1d20 once.
I know,
No,
but it was
it's 2d20, keep
disadvantage.
1. Keep highest.
Oh, keep highest. Oh, never mind.
Cool. Okay, that's what I do. Fuck, I'm so useless at the moment. Sorry, guys.
Okay. That's Tiffany Valentine's turn. It is Jeff's turn.
Oh no.
Jeff is going to screech and do a huge big roar because he's a big Jeff. He is going to make a multi-attack. He's going to make a bite attack. And he's going to make a stinger attack. So let me see. Go ahead and
Kill
move. Let's go
the
ahead and move
townsfolk.
Jeff.
Oh.
Did he
well,
just enter my reach?
He did, yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I'm gonna make an attack. Uh-oh.
Natural one's not going to do it, I'm afraid.
I have a
Can
feeling
you
it
roll me a
won't, no.
fumble check, please? Just roll me a flat d20.
Just a flat D20.
If you
Just
roll
the...
over 10, nothing happens.
Nope.
I'm going to say that you are going to, in your head, you're like, hot potato in one hand, glaive in the other hand, hold on to the glaive and drop the hot potato, and you drop the glaive. you drop your weapon. Then he is going to make a bite attack against Otto.
Mm-hmm.
Where he be? There he be. Is 25 hit?
It will hit.
There's going to be 25 piercing damage.
Okay.
Are you concentrating on anything right
I
now?
am concentrating on Shield of Faith.
Yeah, can you go ahead and roll me a con check on that?
That's pass.
That is a pass. And then he's going to use his tail is going to come out of the ground elsewhere. And he is going to use a tail attack. Let's say just against like with this villager here. That guy that hit him. That's a 27 to hit.
Oh.
That's 22 plus 38 poison damage. He has 4 HP.
You like
So
explodes?
you have lost your first villager.
Token. I take a token.
You have partially recovered your first villager.
No, it's not recovering it. I want you to know that. I
know. I
their
realize
life
that.
energy. Yeah, it's
No, I'm
very
aware.
selfish.
And then Jeff is going to scream at the sky. He seems, actually, all of you roll me nature checks.
Oh.
Oh,
Tiffany, he seems confused and agitated. You know, as much as an enormous purple worm can seem those things.
okay.
Jen, it is your turn.
I think basically that Jeff looks a little bit like a penis, so that is the funniest thing ever to a teenage boy.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to give you advantage on your save against hideous laughter because you thought of something even funnier than what you're already laughing at.
I'm just gonna laugh.
I am doing my best to get
No,
you
no,
out
I
of
know
this.
you're doing.
Oh.
Unfortunately, that is nothing. Next up is going to be the purple one's turn. He is still paralyzed. Radagin, you're doing the thing is that I get like almost no turns because of this. You're doing a wonderful job. Wisdom saving throw. 20. Purple one
yep,
is
there it
free.
is.
The purple one and the yellow one are both free. The purple one's going to take a couple of steps this way.
No, can't. End of the
No.
turn.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Sometimes I need to be policed. It is initiative count 20.
Purple one is also still frightened of me
Okay,
and
good to know.
cannot move while he is so.
Cannot move while he's frightened. Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
one of
he's
the
got multiple reasons that he can't move.
one of the Conquest Paladin things is if you're frightened of me, your movement is 0 if you're within 10 feet of me.
On initiative count 20, the enormous Crimson War Machine does its thing again. The piston raises and slams down into the ground, sending echoes out into the stone and soil beneath you. And when this happens, Jeff screams again. It is the yellow one's turn.
Okay.
The yellow one is not paralyzed.
Not to be sexist, but we should kill the yellow one first.
I am going to break concentration on Tasha's hideous laughter because I'm going to cast Otto's irresistible dance on Radagin,
Oh no.
which does not have a saving throw.
Oh, what does that do?
It's because it is irresistible.
Dance, you beautiful thing. Dance.
So, let me see. This is quite a fun combat. I haven't run a good combat like this for a while. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to the spell. Can you be charmed?
I can definitely be charmed.
A dancing creature must use all its movements to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls. While the target is affected by the spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it. As an action, the dancing creature makes a wisdom saving throw to regain control of itself. On a successful save, the spell ends. So you don't get a saving throw until your turn. One of the reasons why Otto's Irresistible Dance is a whack spell, because it just works until you break it. That means Jin, you are no longer affected by Tasha's hideous laughter because I'm choosing a different concentration spell.
Mm-hmm.
Is the yellow one affected by anything that stops its movement?
Not currently.
Yellow one's gonna move over here. Radagin, you're up. You are currently affected by Otto's Irresistible Dance. You can make a wisdom saving throw if you'd like to break it.
I would. Let's see what happens.
17 meets beats.
Hey, excellent.
You like finish your dance with a cool move and then just stop dancing, and she is nervous about that.
I can like, wah, nice. In that case, I'm going to use my, I'm going to quicken my spell, so I'm going to use 2 sorcery points so that one of my spells becomes a bonus action.
Nice.
So that I then turn to her and be like, oh.
I will remind you that if your spell's becoming a bonus action, you can't also cast a spell as an action. So only 1 leveled spell per turn. So you can do bonus action leveled spell and then action cantrip, but you can't do 2 spells. Just making sure.
It was an action to break it, though, right?
Yeah. The wisdom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
I see. Sorry, please continue. I interrupted you for a dumb reason.
Oh, good. I am that. Yeah, turn to her and be like, oh, that. You really shouldn't have done that. I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at. Hang on. 6th level at her.
Ooh. The blue one is like, damn, the blue one looks like he wants to do something about that because I designed him in that way, but does nothing because he's paralyzed.
Right. Let's see if it hits. 17, does that hit?
17 hits.
Cool. And since I'm casting it at 6th level, if I remember correctly, every level above gives an extra one, and it's usually a 2nd level one. So that's 8, and we'll times that by 1, 2.
It's you roll as many dice.
I'm sorry, what?
Spell level.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you're upping it by 4 levels, right? So I think you would add an extra 4 d6s.
D6? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So 66.
66.
So yeah,
4 more d6?
You can just roll 66 to use the new number if you want to, or you can roll 46 and we'll add 8 to it.
Roll 20 is automatic, then caps at 5, so yeah.
All right. So
14 plus 8, 22.
22.
She takes that hit right in the tummy and did not enjoy that.
Cool, it's me.
Okay, Otto, you're up.
I think I need a glass of water. I'm looking worse for wear. I need to kill off some giggles. I'm just gonna hit the red one. Again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me an attack roll.
My God, I better kill this red wiggle.
Giggle.
Giggle. With advantage, he's still paralyzed.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
24 hits.
Yeah. We'll do damage the normal way for this one.
That's exactly how much HP he has.
You'll love to hate to see it.
As he sinks to his knees and breaks concentration on the delayed blast fireball.
Yep. Let's do it. Kill the commoners.
Token.
Okay, let me see.
I can only take one, I think.
When the spell ends, either because its concentration is broken or because you decide to end it, the bead blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame that spreads around corners. Each creature in a 20-foot radius centered on you must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes fire damage.
Yep.
You're
so
a rogue.
you get a
Dexterity saving
+3.
throws are your bread and butter.
And you get a +3 from being within my aura.
The,
Yeah,
12,
and
the
then
spell's base damage is 12d6. But it increases by
believe
1d6
it's
for
been
each
3
turn it did
rounds.
not detonate, so it's 14d6
oh,
Ah,
in a
why not?
20-foot radius. In a 20-foot radius.
How many turns has it been?
It's been 2 turns since he. It's been 2 turns since he gave it to you, has it not?
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, plus
Not
3 to
dog.
this.
Let's do it. All right. Well, the good news is you get a +3 to that,
Yeah, so 23.
and you're a rogue.
And if I pass it, I think I can do that thing.
I'm on a 15.
The DC is 17.
Cool.
Evasion.
Cool.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you have evasion.
Bye, damage.
Everybody in a 20-foot radius from you, which is like. Hang on.
All the commoners and 2 more giggles.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Not
to
all
figure
the
out.
commoners.
I'm just trying to figure out how to draw a shape.
I mean, it skips. Actually, it catches one of the commoners next to
Okay,
Zin.
so I'm just going to say that all the commoners, it does not matter whether they pass or succeed. All of them are going to be
Oh.
incinerated. So all of these commoners are going to.
I'll make Toot Chugga Chugga gets toasted as well.
Oh, that's actually very interesting that you should say that. Okay, it is an object, so it cannot make a saving throw.
Love that for it.
So it's going to take the full amount of damage. I actually don't know how to make Roll20 roll 14d6 because it maxes out at 5.
Advanced dice roller.
Or Google.
Yeah, okay, I'll do Google.
There's 14d6 for you.
Oh, you did it.
Oh my god.
You might want to re-roll that.
I don't want to re-roll that actually.
That is what I would describe as an above average roll.
So the
Wow.
good news is,
Alive.
so let me go ahead and roll some saving throws for the blue one and the purple one, which I believe they have disadvantage on because they're paralyzed. Oh, purple one's not paralyzed.
But blue is.
Blue is.
Blue
Okay.
is. Yeah.
If blue dies,
Dexterity
I'm
saving
taking
throw.
him.
He passed.
Damn.
No, blue's the one
And-
with disadvantage. The other one.
Oh, that's right, I'll roll
Purple,
again.
purple
I'll roll
rolls as
again.
normal.
Blue still passes.
Shiver me timbers. All right. Well,
Purple
you get.
rolls as normal. Purple. Oh, sorry, that was Jeff, and Jeff failed.
Yep.
That was the wrong. I got the purple one and the purple worm, so I clicked the wrong
Ah.
one. And the
The
purple one
purple-
fails.
Purple one
So-
is fucking toasted.
The purple one is incinerated.
Okay, so I take his token. So I have
No.
the purple token.
Okay. The red one's gone. Otto, did
one
you take the
takes-
damage?
I did. I am on 3 hit points.
Oh, no. And I'm just going to. Can you please roll me an Arcana check? The DC is such a high amount of
DC might not
damage.
matter.
The rumbling noise that is coming from the enormous Crimson War Machine sputters but does not stop.
Cool. Second attack. Hit the blue one. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the blue one. Why stop at 1 giggle?
18 hits.
No advantage on this guy, I assume.
No.
Cool. Let's pop a smite into him. We'll pop
Oh,
another
actually,
level
no.
3.
He's
Yeah.
paralyzed as
Yeah.
well. He passed despite being paralyzed.
Oh, hot
so
diggity.
you do get advantage.
Yeah. Fish for the crit. Don't get it. I'll still pop the smite in. So another level. We'll do a level 2 smite on this guy. Let's play it cool. Let's be real normal about things. So this will be normal damage and then 48 radiant plus so 21 total.
He is not dead.
Cool. And then I'm a polearm master. So with my bonus action, I'm gonna with the back of my polearm as well.
Nice.
And stop him with another attack.
That hits.
Cool. This is just a D4 plus strength. So it'll be 3 plus 4. So 7.
He is on 1 HP.
Hold on, that counts as a weapon
wait.
attack. Which
Did
means I get
did you say 3 plus 4?
3 plus 4 plus
Oh, he's dead.
1. Hey!
Sorry, he had 4 HP. I thought you only
Yeah.
did 3 damage. So the blue one like blocks the damage from this delayed blast fireball, and then tanks this massive hit, and then you just bop him with the back of your spear, and he takes it right in the schnoz, like right in the nose, and he also falls down, either unconscious or dead, doesn't matter. He's out of here.
I never found them funny.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, that is everything I can
You
conceivably do.
killed 3 giggles in
Oh,
one
shit,
turn.
I can move! I mean, oh snap, I can move. I'm gonna get a little bit away from Jeff, just for
Jeff
a
has a
second.
10-foot reach, so when you move away from him, he gets an attack
not
of
do that.
opportunity against you.
Let's stay directly next to Jeff. I love Jeff so much.
He's the best.
I want to stay close. I want to snuggle.
We skipped a bunch of turns because of all the people who died. Okay, so next up is the commoners. They are all going to they are now going to flee because the person who was commanding them died. So they no longer have a reason to stay. The one who has been kicking you, Jin, is like, I'm so sorry about that, and it's just going to run away. Are you going to take any attacks of opportunity against them?
No, I feel that would be slightly crass.
No, they flee. This one's going to flee and take an attack of opportunity from Jeff.
I call out, you have shown grace, you are a man now.
Thank you.
Like this one goes to run away, and Jeff just eats them. Just comes down straight on top. That one's gone. These two, because Jeff's used his reaction, are able to get all the way back here as they flee from Jeff. So there were 12 commoners. One got away. So 9 of them have died. Which I guess a concert of 12 people, not that good. And you can see now why I was like, by the way, these are not children.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Tiffany, you're up.
Okay. Well, I mean, Tiffany pops out of hiding. I'm short bow in hand, firing, because that's the only thing that makes sense right now. And she's firing at little Miss Yellow over there.
Oh, go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Okie dokie. How's a 22?
22 hits.
All right, so I've got my raft of things going on. Sneak attack from coming out of hiding, piercing damage, and then I can also do the whales from the grave thing again because
Bring back the Welsh.
I can, which gives some necrotic damage to somebody else. And luckily for me, Jeff is within 30 feet of Yellow, so 19 necrotic damage to Jeff.
I'd just like to let you know that the yellow one had 28 HP when you did 27 damage.
I can't do the necrotic damage to the same thing.
Target. She's got 1 HP.
Yep. That is, I can't even do 2 attacks, I don't think. So I just have 1 attack and I pop out of hiding, and then I don't know if I can do anything else with my bonus action or anything. I can ghost walk again.
You remember you have disengage as a bonus action because you are a rogue, so you can move away from Jeff.
That is true.
He's already used his reaction.
Yeah, you can just leave.
You can just leave.
So I just crush the token of the villager in my hand.
Dodge as a bonus action.
And go back to ghost walk so that I have anything has disadvantage against me now because.
Would you like to move anywhere?
Incorporeal, and yes, I will move over. Oops, I need the arrow. I move over here.
Didn't you say you only have a 10-foot movement speed while you're a ghost?
Oh yeah, shit. Thank you.
You can move first and then go ghost if you want to.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yeah,
I want to get away from Jeff and then go ghosty so she can't eat me.
Okay. That is Tiffany's turn. It is Jeff's turn. Jeff looks around and sees a bunch of town that has not yet been destroyed.
Hit me.
He is going to move forward. He is going to. He doesn't need to move towards. He's going to go for a bite attack against Otto.
Hit me.
I don't understand. Do you have a strategy or do you just want to go down?
Just let's see what happens. Let's see what the dice decide.
Ooh.
God, I just gotta remove. Hang on, I've got to remove all these stat blocks that are no longer around.
I want the moment of glory of none of these hitting me.
Okay, purple worm. Here we go. Bite attack. It has a plus 14 to hit.
I am aware of the purple worm stat line. That's
21.
a hit. I have 3 hit points.
You are going to take 28 piercing damage as the worm picks you up and swallows you. You are inside of its stomach.
Well, yeah.
If you die, this is not canon.
This is
Yeah.
And then he is going to move 1, 2 over here, and so you are now in him. And he is going to make his secondary attack with his tail against Jin.
Go for it.
Does 31 hit you?
I'll just check. Yeah, no, I think that might hit.
What a DM sentence that is.
That is 76 damage.
I'm great.
You have to make a DC 19 con saving throw. You only take the poison damage, which is 56 of that on a failed save.
Okay, so what are we, DC 19?
Yep.
It's up to us, Tiffany.
Yeah.
It's up to us.
Yeah, you do take the Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Yep. So you took the poison damage. It is now your turn, Jin.
okay. I'm right. There is a barrel around here that is going to be full of pickled like herrings or something like that.
Yeah,
you know,
there
like,
absolutely
like,
is. It's right behind
like
you in there.
rind or something like that.
Yeah,
So
it's in the green tent.
okay, I will use my telekinetic movement to pick it up and then launch up into the air, and I'll be like, spit it out, and I'll drop it down Jeff's throat in an attempt to make him vomit Otto out.
Yes.
Okay. This isn't a move. So what's a fair Constitution saving throw to make against this?
I don't know. Purple
Oh,
worms
nasty.
are very sensitive to salt, salty water. I've heard, so it's probably like
Yep.
a DC 25.
Okay, that's fair. That's lore that I've heard is that they don't like salt. Unfortunately, it's a 29 because they have plus
Oh.
11 on their
It's
con
got a
saving throw.
strong stomach.
You not only are you swallowed by a purple worm, but now you're covered in brine.
Now I'm covered in herring. Yeah.
You're
Oh.
slightly drowning in fish brine as you partially digest it.
Oh.
With my move, I will just charge at Jeff, and then I will use my second wind to launch a flurry of blows.
I think you mean action surge. Second wind is a healing move.
Oh yes, no, second wind. Sorry, other one round. Yeah, that's it.
Cool, that
Action
hits.
surge, yeah.
Yeah, that does hit.
So I will do 11 slashing and a further. Let me see, how many is it going to be? 10 plus 2, another 3 psychic damage.
There's
with
a
that
total
one.
of 14.
14, yep. 26 is probably going to be a hit. 9 points of slashing damage. And my final blow, 22 hit.
22 hits.
For 5 points of slashing damage. As I slowly wear out of effort. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A
Oof.
fine effort. Jeff acknowledges you before he thinks about eating you. Top of the round. DC 20. The enormous Crimson War Machine is going to make the sound again as the piston inside of it raises up and slams down, sending shockwaves through the ground, which everyone, Jeff responds to and seems angry about.
I'm throwing a tantrum. I can't
Yeah.
get there fast enough.
I just want to let you know that seems to be affecting Jeff in some way. And maybe a creature with over 200 HP is not meant to be whistled down, but there is another strategy. It's after 10, so now I'm just gonna
Fair
hint.
enough.
You can pass through walls, right? Does that include the epidermis of a purple worm?
Well, I was thinking pass through this damn thing and find the button that turns it off is what I was thinking, but I couldn't get there fast enough.
Turn off the worm.
It is the yellow one's turn. She
Yellow one.
has 1 HP. She is going to crawl with half of her speed through Tiffany towards the enormous Crimson War Machine,
That makes
only
sense.
making it to the door.
Oh,
And
okay.
she opens the door, but unfortunately she does not have the strength on 1 HP to move any further.
Tiffany
Radigan,
has a
Yep.
reaction.
sorry?
Hmm?
But
Does
she's a
Tiffany-
ghost. She's a
I'm a
ghost, so
ghost.
she can't
Oh,
affect
yeah.
anything right now.
Yeah.
I look at her getting to the thing, and I'm just like, "Oh, that was a bit of a mistake." And I cast a 7th level fireball on her and the machine.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's just break initiative for a second and paint a word picture. Radigan,
Oi.
you voluntarily do a dance move this time as you spin around, generating heat on the tip of your finger, much like a globetrotter would. You point down and send a burst of fire. It goes straight through Tiffany's head, like right through where her third eye is,
Yeah.
and straight past the yellow one. Goes inside the door of the enormous Crimson War Machine and explodes. She is incinerated, and the inside the enormous Crimson War Machine, some kind of mechanical device completely breaks down as whatever was going on in there is destroyed. And there is a moment where this explosion like rattles out past everyone. Jin, you're like leaning up against its carapace. Otto, even you passing out amidst the purple worms. What's the bit? The tummy, fine, the tummy. Even you passing out amidst the purple worm's tummy, feel the shockwave of this fireball as you are suddenly slid upwards, back towards the mouth, the maw, as the purple worm suddenly stops feeling agitated, stops becoming angry, and as you slid up out of the mouth, it slides down into the ground and disappears back into its burrow, leaving you with no more enemies to beat. Congratulations, party. You have successfully defeated... Wait, which one? The Giggles. You have successfully
The
defeated the
Giggles.
Giggles. Nice work, Radagin.
Thank you.
Nice.
About 3 days later, when you've all had the time to recover from this incident, you're back in the mayor's office. He's thankful to you for saving the town again. He offers you more health potions. He's a little suspicious that you might have caused this by picking a fight with the band, but he doesn't say it. He just implies it. And as we leave this scene, as we leave these adventurers with another win on their belts, with a story to tell and a purple worm to brag that they have defeated, we cut away from Ludus and Lusor, down the tunnel left by Jeff, into a small burrow where Jeff was once sleeping. In this burrow, we see several small purple orbs softly pulsing. We zoom in closer to them to see, in fact, that they are a clutch of eggs. And as we cut to black, we hear one final noise. The sound of cracking. Congratulations, party. We're done. You won. I was simply not good enough. Well done, everybody.
That was very
Nice,
straightforward.
thanks.
Amy and Rhys, feel free to come back in and let me
Oh.
know what you thought. But okay, so more than a year ago, before the